Welcome to the Forever SMP server. My name is Josh and today is our first day. Now you might ask, what is this world all about? Well, it is just about a bunch of people playing a little bit together and mostly, of course, just on their own, doing their own thing, building up some stuff, playing a survival and just enjoying their time. Now, of course, we will try and do some things together as well, but since everybody has their own things to do, we do not always have the time to play together. Now, we did start out a little bit earlier on December 1st, 2023, when the kickoff was. And, well, we were trying to defeat the dragon all together, and one thing kept happening, and that was me dying. I already died 22 times, and I haven't even done much yet. I mean, I was on the server for the first day, maybe a few days afterwards, but after that, I decided to focus mostly on my solo survival world. Now, I did do that, and in the meantime, I have been thinking about a lot and what I want to do in this server. And for starters, I'm not starting out with a big build, because building isn't really my thing. I'm not that great at it, but I'm trying my hardest best to get better at it. So with that said, I want to build up a starter house first. But before we will do that, I want to show you guys some clips which happens on the December 1st when the kickoff was for this server, of course, where of course one bad thing happened, and that was my death count kept growing. A quick disclaimer about the clips that I'm going to show. Those were with just one audio file. So I couldn't separate them. I couldn't put people lower and me a little bit higher or anything. So everything and everyone was a little bit messed up. So they were way louder than I was, and well, I just had to turn it down a little bit and it seems fine. You can hear me, but they were a little bit too loud. So that's why I took it down a little bit. So you might notice a little bit of differences. Now the last part in the end was a little bit different as well, because the audio was kind of weird and I don't know what happened, but it's a little bit messed up. So sorry about that part. So for now, let's get started on the clips. Never mind.
Yeah, I think they're actually wearing your armor and stuff.
Okay.
I didn't know there was nothing. I got a blade.
Got one.
And I'm dead.
Okay, I mean, I'm already almost there.
And I'm dead.
Oh, all the way down.
Alrighty.
Okay, mechanic brought you by me.
I'm useless.
Yeah, that's
What'd I do?
Oh,
no.
Yeah, never mind. I already up and again it's gonna come.
He's beating your
Up
arms.
and I'm. Uh-oh.
I think that's everything, eh?
They put a wither block.
Oh, come on. Wow.
Oh no, I heard
Oh,
it.
dude.
Of course.
That is so bad.
Up. Yeah, same here. Up. Never mind. There we go. Woo! Alright, so after we defeat the dragon all together, we went our separate ways. Some went to the end and got some wings for more people, and some, well, I don't know what they went. I went mining, so that's what I've been up to. And like you might notice right now, I got diamond gear, I got diamond tools and stuff. But to be honest, I don't want it. I got some shulker boxes too, those I will keep because I like them. But I do not want to use my diamond tools because I got them from the ends, because I've been end trading a little bit as well. So we got one wing, we got two wings, and we got a third one somewhere, I bet. Maybe not, I don't know. But I'm not going to keep them because I don't really want them. And I got a good reason therefore, and that is because I want to start out quite easy. I don't want to fly. I want to roam around the world walking, or get a horse or something. Just walking around instead of flying all the time. Like, I haven't been in the beginning phase of the game for about a year now. Like last year I started out on the solo survival world and it ended up with 53 episodes back and forth, like for reals. We got like one episode out every single Friday. So I took a little bit of a break, and the break was mostly building up the new starter base, because I tried it out a little bit different than I'm used to, and I got it done, and I'm very proud of what I got. And for now, all I gotta do is collect all of the resources. But of course, like I always like to do that, is I'm going to collect all of the resources on stream. Later on, I want to make the time lapse as well on stream, and of course, it will be a little bit of spoilers, but if you don't mind those and you like to see the streams instead as well, or just both of them, might be fine as well, because I love to stream and I want to do it more often. And you are welcome to visit me at twitch.tv/JoshPowers. And I want to make a bigger community altogether to get more people into the Forever SMP. Not just for me, but for all the other ones that are not online at the moment. But yeah, I want to do this all together. So for now, there's one thing I have to take care of, and that is of course a little bit of this, because at first I was going to place my building over here, at least a bigger building so to speak. I was going to do it over here or somewhere around here. I wanted to cover this up, but I decided against it because I didn't really enjoy that much. So I decided to build my starter home all the way over there. And I got a good reason therefore, and that is because that island is just about the size of what my building is going to be at. And we got a little bit of locations left, like all the way in the corner over here will still be green, or a little bit of brown of course. So, well, I want to build it over there, and I want to make later on a little bit of a bridge over here leading to the other island over here, where over there I want to make a little bit of farms, and I want to make it more alive, like with paths and stuff, make some buildings and make them a little bit more useful, I guess. And those are the things I want to do, and for now I really want to get all my stuff over there, because, well, that's gonna be my new starter location. Alright, so for now we are set up down over here instead of all the way up there, and of course we will build our forever home, or at least our starter base of course, all the way over here inside of this island. I was just like, my building doesn't really fit up there, or up wherever, over there of course, somewhere. But yeah, that's one of those things of course, and this is where we're gonna build our starter home. A fox! So I did light up this lush cave because, well, it's right out here. And first of all, I have been working a little bit on it, not as much as I wanted to. I got my way down over here, so to speak, where we can go lower. And we got a little bit more over here along the sides. We might do something with this cave, because like I did in my solo survival world, I really enjoyed building in the cave. Now, of course, this time I'm not building my starter home in here, so I might get something else done over here. I'm not entirely sure what yet, so it's just open for now. And, well, we might do something with it later. No promises, but it's one of those kind of things that I really would love to try out at least. And of course, like I said, I'm not going to use my diamond gear. So what I'm going to do is, boop, you know what? Let's do it like this. You can see them burn. Up. Cheat. So I decided not to take them, and I'm not. So say goodbye to my little friend. So there we are. The elytras though I will keep, because, well, I do want them, and I'm not doing it without them of course. So I will keep them, I will not use them, and those I will not burn of course. But the diamond tools had to go. But of course, the first things I will do will be on stream, and that is gonna be getting the resources, and that is of course the first thing I will do right now. So I'll see you guys back when I got all my resources. Alright, so it has been about a week or so since the last scene, and I have streamed 3 times in the meantime, and of course, well, some things happened, and I will show you guys a little bit of that, of course, not a lot, but quite a bit of things as we speak, because, well, sometimes a little bit of fun things happen. Dang it.
Tempted to fight the polar bears, but
Yeah. Dang it.
a panda and a Viking killing 2 polar bears.
If you think about it, jeez.
I know there's witnesses, they've seen it.
Dang it.
Flee.
Kill them all.
Why not then? Sure.
Uh,
I guess I'm a Viking after all.
that's right.
I shall destroy all of their beds.
I will just murder them and put their heads around here.
Just serve as a warning sign for anyone who comes towards your base. It's just a villager head there through.
Seems nice. What's the story about that? Well,
We got bored.
exactly.
Probably have to disappear. I may return, I may not.
He went out and he never got home.
Right. Jürgen, make way. Right. She'll disappear. This is not a gravestone, this is a marker. Don't mistake it.
There you go.
Right.
I am thinking about the fact that I kind of want to get full netherite gear before I start flying, and that means that's gonna take a while. Now, of course, first things first, we need to get to a bastion therefore, and well, I did notice there's a bastion really close to us, so that's a good thing, I guess. Now, one of the bad things is we only got a couple of diamonds left. Now, I didn't do much with them. All I've done so far is make an enchantment table right over here. And what I also got is 7 of them. And more than that, I do not have. Now, I do know you need, I believe, 24 diamonds to get filled up gear. And to get that, well, we need to go mining some more. So those I got on stream during mining, and that was great. And of course we got the pickaxe. We don't need any more because we needed a little bit of obsidian. Now we got some more, and that's fine. Now I do want to get some more. I'm not doing that right now. The first thing I want to do right now is get some things done, and I'm talking about not the building just yet. That's Time's bet, by the way, because he provided me a little bit of stuff, and with a little bit I mean a lot. Like, first of all, he gave me a full shulker box of azalea leaves, the flowering kind. He gave me the blue orchids because I couldn't find it, and he gave me sea pickles and also beehives, since this one over here doesn't work. My bees flew away and they never came back. How about getting some milk, right? I mean, come on. But so Time helped me out with those things. So that's Time, stands for TimeArchitect, just so you know. He's one of the people that I've been talking to for a while now, and he was there when I was playing on my solo survival world as well. So you might recognize that name, and on this server we're playing together as well. So that's a fun thing. So for now, I kind of want to get some more things done, and that is before building the build, and that is like getting some villagers, because that's one of the things I need. And since Sir Repooc, I think that's how you speak out his name, or SR, may as well, he just walked with me that way. We swam a little bit, we were on the boat a little bit, but we went that way where was a little bit of a closer village, and on stream we went quite far out, so that was kind of useless because there were still some villages over there. So that's something I will do probably on stream again, because I'm thinking about streaming again. So that's gonna be a 4th time for the first episode is even released or anything. So yeah, that's one of the things, I guess. Not that I'm complaining, I'm really loving it. So I'll be back once again afterwards, and then we will finally start building the home. Alright, so of course we did a lot on stream again. Now, we did get villagers, we did get a little bit of more animals, we did not get enough to get some more diamonds, but we had a little bit of fun moments after the stream, of course, where I did join TimeArchitect as well as Alex. I don't really know his exact name, but I think it's just Alex. They were making up a garden farm, and I was helping them out just a little bit. And of course, like always, I kept dying. Now, of course, I don't really care about it too much. I did get a little bit of treats from them, so to speak. Like, of course, what I got is an elytra with mending and unbreaking free, because I flew there for a little bit, because I was helping them out with getting potions of water breathing, so they can breathe underwater, of course. And I got some rockets therefore, of course, because, well, I needed to get through. Now, thanks to helping them out, I also got a shulker box full of slime blocks, and, well, I decided, of course, to keep them because, first of all, Slime, it's an easy thing you need for like pistons and flying machines and stuff. And flying machines is one of those things that we will use in this world, I guess. I want to say season, but there are no seasons. We're gonna use a little bit more of those things. And of course, I did flatten out a little bit of the area where it will be our starter home. And I think we did flatten out enough. And I do believe that, well, those trees will be just around the home and kind of close by, but still. I think it's going to be amazing with something like this. And later on, we will revamp it a little bit or terraform it a little bit, of course. And one more thing, of course, what I've done is I built up a bridge. It's a small one. It's maybe a little bit simple, but I do like it. I made it myself. I got this idea through myself. And I gotta be honest, I used a little bit of andesite walls, mossy stone, cobblestone walls, and cobblestone walls themselves. And what I also wanted to do was make sure that you can go through with a boat, which you can because this is high enough. So that's one of the good things, of course. And I did just want to make something, and well, I made this in the middle of the night at around 3 a.m. or so. Maybe even a little bit before that, so like 2 a.m. or so. I'm not entirely sure. I've been awake for almost the whole night. Now, of course, we got our villagers over here ready to wait for the build, of course. So like I said, by hanging out with those guys, we had one thing again, and that is we kept dying a couple of times. Not too much this time, thankfully, but we did die a couple of times, of course, like I always do. So I want to roll some clips, but just a little bit more, just so you can see how it was all together. I don't even have ender pearls to get to my nether roof, so I'm still somewhere below.
No.
I haven't done much at all.
You're banished to the regular nether.
Yeah, for a little bit. Been working like,
Nether's
of course,
scary.
the whole week just to get starter home things and a little bit of animals and stuff. Finally found a saddle today on stream, so that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, I meant to give you one.
A little bit too late, but that's
You know
fine.
how many of those I literally left to despawn in the end?
Never.
Like, it's not even a joke. Like, I'm sure I've left shulker boxes worth.
Nice. Well, it's fine. I just want to take it easy anyway, so I'm not bothered by it at all.
Well, that's good, because they're probably... I mean, honestly, they're probably still there. I didn't hang around long enough in that area for them to actually despawn, so...
Just give me the location. I'll be right back.
Anywhere in the southwest.
Yeah, that's great. Gotta get to about 100,000 blocks further away.
In an 80,000 by 80,000 area.
Good. Not going there.
Yeah. I hope that really narrows it down.
It does. Better than your base.
He's got jokes.
I'm tired,
Actually, there probably is like an entire shulker box of them in my base. To be honest.
I'm good with the one. I only can ride one horse at a time anyway, so.
That's thinking. That's left brain thinking right there.
You know,
Oh no.
I didn't know where I was going, and I can't sleep anyway, so it's better to do, dang it, nothing. It's better to do something than nothing at all. That's what I wanted to say. Jeez. All right, so by now we have waited long enough before we started on our home. And I mean, we did do a lot more than I'm usually doing, like before doing anything else, like building a home and stuff. So for once, I did do it all a little bit different. Now, I do not mind because, well, I think it's a little bit more fun with a little bit of extra clips that you wouldn't see otherwise. I was like, you know what, let's get some more in there, and that's what I've done, of course. Now, of course, for now, the only thing I want to do is build up my home, and after that, it's gonna be close to the end of the episode. So, without further ado, let's get started on time-lapse right now. Alright, so there it is for the time lapse, and of course, I am loving this build so much. I even changed it up just a little bit off stream and off camera after the time lapse. Just added a little bit of the mossy cobblestone over there because I do believe that that looks a little bit better instead of just all too many of the moss blocks and too much of those. So I decided to do it a little bit different as well, and of course same goes for that one. I added a little bit of a different kind of walls, and I maybe have to do that over here as well. I'm not entirely sure yet, but those are kind of the things that I have in mind. And for now, let's get started on the tour. Alright, so of course we start out with the main entrance, and of course this will not stay like this. We will change it up a little bit with a little bit of decoration and stuff later on, and that counts for mostly everything of course. And I did this, all the inside of course, I did that all after the time lapse as well, because I didn't want to bother with all this inside of the time lapse. And I was like, you know what, let's get it done like afterwards. So I did. And of course we got like a backup gear chest because, well, like you may have noticed, I died a little bit too much. Like by now I got a death count of 28. And I mean, I died a couple times off camera, so I cannot show you guys. But I died a couple times by creepers and stuff, and that's quite annoying. Now, of course, we got a bit of a kitchen over here, which we will probably use a little bit of times, just for the first few days or weeks or so. I don't know for sure. We might even use all of those. And with those, we got the signs to just let us know what is inside over here. That's what I will use them for. So I don't have to bother by clicking through them all the time. Because we got a little bit of a brewing stand, so if we're gonna use it, I'm not entirely sure just yet, but we might later on. And of course we got a little bit of more storage and stuff, and of course a crafting table like needed, and of course a little bit of decoration because, well, I feel like we really need it. And I do love the view over here. We can even see the bridge and stuff, and I really love that a lot. And of course even here we got our horse pen, I'd call it. It's like a horse pen because, well, I really like to have some horses, mostly one at least. And of course I did the windows before that build before, so you don't see nothing except for here, so that's great. Now of course over here as well, the outside you can see quite nicely, and I really enjoy that quite a lot. I really like what I've done, and of course, like you didn't see on the timelapse as well, I noticed is we just did a little bit of the seagrass and a little bit of sea pickles for now, just to fill it in a little bit. We got a small simple bridge, but I really like it because, well, otherwise you couldn't get to the other side, or well, maybe through there, I don't know. And I really like that. So of course let's just go outside for a little bit because, well, why not? I mean, we got a lot to see over here as well. I feel like I added a little bit of details later on as well. It may have been seen in the last time lapse. I kind of forgot, I don't know. I did those later because, well, those were kind of like a little bit of a struggle, so I did them later on. Same goes for the flowering stuff and things over there, a little bit more of the chains over there and that kind of stuff. I did a little bit of lighting later on just because I feel like I had to do that a little bit later. Now of course we got a little bit of a pond over here, and I do want to get some fish in here. If they will survive, I do not know, because, well, fish are sometimes stupid. But we got a lot of salmon, and, well, we got a lot of foxes as well, so we will figure it out if they die or not. And of course a little bit of a bridge. It's simple, but I like it though. And of course, well, a little bit more mossy stone because, well, those were well, generated here, I guess. And I was like, you know what, let's keep it over here. And I decided to do a little bit more over here as well. And, well, I really love this place. It is supposed to be all crop farms, but I think I'm not going to make it just for the crops. So what I kind of want to do, and I'm not entirely sure yet if I will do it that way, is like put some pigs in here, put some carrots over here, or maybe put the pigs in there and the carrots over here. I'm not entirely sure just yet. And like with the sheeps as well, or the wheat over there, the sheeps over here, and that kind of stuff. I'm not entirely sure just yet. Like, of course, we can just get our chickens over here, sheep over here, cows over here, pigs over there, and of course all the crops over there instead as well. like the carrots, the wheat, and the seeds, I guess, but those are for the wheat as well, of course. So we will put some with like potatoes for sure, I guess. Just some potatoes, some carrots, and some wheat. The beetroot I will not do because I really don't care about it. So of course, like you may have noticed, we got a little bit of an open area over here with a whole lot of hay bales. Well, of course, this is going to be for our horses, and of course, well, we got a little bit of water for them. That's nice, I guess. We got 2 locations to lead them onto, and of course I can do it in the windows as well, but I don't want that, so then we'll go to the fence posts over here with a little bit more lighting, so well, there's not going to be any bad mobs and stuff. So I decided to use it a little bit with different kind of texture, I guess, because usually I never do jungle wood and all with the hay bales or with the spruce wood and stuff. I've never done that before. Like I said before, I have outdone myself to say this is the best build I have ever made. And of course, you might not know that yet, but if you've seen my Solo Survival Season 1, Episode 1, I made a starter home, and that one was kind of a little bit messed up. So I didn't really like that one because it was very small, very simple, too simple maybe, but that was about a year ago, and I did improve myself quite a lot in that whole year of making those episodes for the Solo Survival Season 1. Of course, that one is concluded at the moment, and of course we got this one now, and so far I like this one a lot better. So of course, if we go back inside, we got a little bit of a place underneath the staircase. That's just a simple storage room, I guess. I don't know. I don't even think I'm gonna use it. I just like to do it like this because that gives it a little bit more of a better vibe, I guess. And I decided to do like an archway or so. I think you have called like that, I think. And I did a little bit of signs over here to give it a little bit more detail for the beam. And well, I think it looks great. It's just not a simple door, like just doing it like that. It's all open, and I think that's a lot better. We even got a skylight or something like that, of course. And well, we got plenty of chests, I guess, for the beginning, and we'll see how it will evolve. And well, I like it. So if we go upstairs over here, we got another stairway all the way up to the other tower thingy. And of course, we got a little bit of more room over here, which I haven't filled in yet because I don't know what I will use it for at the moment. And I did a different floor again because I tried to divide it all a little bit more, and even with the doors and stuff, because I've never done that before. And it might sound silly, I know, but I really, well, I've never done anything like this before, so I really enjoy this. And of course, we got all of the outside we can see over here, and that's the thing I like because it's kind of like a good look. You can even see a little bit further away. We can see our own garden and stuff, and I really enjoy that quite a bit. So of course, we also have a bedroom with again a different floor, and of course, like you have seen probably on the time lapse, a lot of it is cobblestone because, well, why use our beehives on all of the flooring if you will not ever see it? So I decided to do it like that instead. So of course, we got a little bit of storage room in here as well, and mostly it's just to sleep, of course. All right, so for the next part, I want to go up here because, well, this is a little bit of a different area again. And of course, I haven't gotten them in here yet, but this is going to be our village breeder, where this will all be potatoes. We got some water over here. We got some water all around, I guess. I'm not entirely sure where anymore, but we got a lot of water just so, well, everything will be good. We got the things over here. This will have a lot of water, of course, in here. Hints to the moss, I guess. And of course, they will shoot out over here, all the way up here. And they will be pushed against here, where the only thing I have to do is get rid of this block and put a rail instead over there and do whatever I need to do, I guess. I don't know for sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but that's all we need. And it's a little bit of a different way of doing things, I guess, and so far I really like it. And of course, again over here we had an extra archway because, well, I wanted to divide things a little bit better. We even got a little bit more of this. Instead, it was first like this, all of it. Too much open, I guess. But I decided to, well, give it a different look, I guess. And of course, I need a little bit of room over here for the village breeder. So that I did. And of course, if we go up here, we got a little bit of an enchanting room. And it is all the way up here. So, well, we got a little bit of room. We got a balcony over here. We got another balcony on the other side as well. And I think we got a tower over there, of course. So I think that's kind of nice. We got an extra good view out there. You can see like the spooters and skeletons and stuff. And a little bit more on that side. And I will clean this up later, trust me. Also the portal, I have to figure out where to place it yet. I'm not entirely sure just yet. And of course, well, we got this enchanting area. And we will probably use this quite a lot this season. Or, well, season. I did it again. In this server, we will use the enchanting table quite a lot, I think. At least at the beginning. And at the beginning, I mean the first 100 episodes or so maybe. I don't really know for sure how it is all going down. It's just the first episode. I mean, there's so much potential and we'll get better and better and better at everything. So what I want to do is like enchant a lot of books as well. I do want to get my XP just by doing, well, whatever I do. Like, I'm not gonna get my XP through a mob spawner thing or something like that, because I don't really want to do it. I want to get it originally just by playing the game. So it's gonna take a lot of time and effort to get a lot of books and stuff, hints to the chiseled bookshelves, and we got even more behind us. And I do believe that it will work out quite nicely, but until then, well, we just gotta wait until we hit 30 levels, because this is enough to get 30 levels, of course, which is quite amazing. And well, it's gonna take a long time to get all things enchanted. And hints to this one, we got silk touch and breaking, of course, but I did it by fishing. And I mean, or well, this one I got from the end, I guess, the book, not the pickaxe. I did make the pickaxe myself, but I will fish quite a lot, I guess, as well, just to get some more enchantments. And I really think that's gonna be a little bit of a better way of doing things, just to start out quite easy. We can even get to the roof easily and just jump down whenever we need to escape or anything from maybe one of the other server mates. You never know, maybe they will go crazy and well, yeah, I know somebody who wants all of our heads, so yeah, I gotta be cautious because one of the server mates wants all of our heads, so I gotta make sure that he doesn't kill me, and at least I want to put up a fight. Alright, well, I'm exhausted. Even after the good night's sleep, I'm still exhausted. And why is that? Because this episode took me 2 weeks to finish. And I'm very happy about the things I've done in this episode. Of course, it's a little bit different than I'm used to doing, so expect a little bit of different things. Like, I'll be trying out a lot of things, and I will be doing a lot of things, and I will try and collab a little bit more with the people as well, maybe on some projects and stuff. And until next time, hope you guys did enjoy. Give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Welcome back, my name is George Paus, and today we're gonna build up a mine, and the reason therefore is because I want even more diamonds. Like you can see already, we got full diamond gear, and that's mostly because we have been busy getting some boats, and well, the abandoned boats, or the sunken ships, so to speak. I do not know what you're supposed to call them, but at least we have been traveling a lot and doing a little bit of those boats, getting them done, getting some treasure chests and stuff. So we have been looting quite a bit, and so I got a lot of diamonds. Now I only got 3 left at the moment, and I do not want to use that one on the pickaxe just yet. We only got 23 levels, and we cannot get any enchantments on our pickaxe or anything anyway, so I want to wait with that one. But in the meantime, I have been working on the cave as well, so well, we just got started and I yet have to decorate it. So like you can see, I have been quite busy over here getting this all ready. And at least we got some stairs now, so that's easier to get up and down, I guess. At least up, I guess. I don't know. Oh, we don't have to jump every single one of them anymore. So that's a good thing. Now it is thundering and I do not like that. Alright, that's better. So we have been working on the mine quite a bit today. And I also noticed TimeArchitect came by with a little bit of a gift for us. So they were thanking me, Alex and Time, both of them of course. Thanks for your help, because I was helping them of course with the Guardian farm a little bit. Not too much, but I did. So we got a lot of raw cuts, which is amazing because, well, we got food for years now, I guess. And of course, we got a little bit of prismarine, we got some prismarine bricks, and we also got sea lanterns. I mean, I've never been playing really much on a server ever, so this is the first for me, and I like it. Now, of course, you might notice there's all of this crap is still out here, and well, I'll get rid of it later. By the end of the episode, it'll be gone, that's for true. But until then, well, we just gotta wait for a second, I guess, I don't know. So of course, this has been dug out just a little bit because I'm just trying something out and I'm not entirely sure what to do exactly. First, I had it until this level and until this level, I guess, or this side and that side, and I just made it up straight with like logs and for support beams or something like that, and I got a lot of wood and stuff in there. On stream I was busy with that, but I really didn't like what I came up with, so I decided to get rid of it. So I want to get a rail over here all the way down below till the bedrock. Of course, we also got a mine shaft all the way over there, so that's a fun thing. But we will probably mostly be mining all the way down below at the bedrock just to get a lot more diamonds, because I want to try and get as many of them, of course, by hand instead of by trading or anything or with anything else. I don't know, I just want to get them all by just working for it. But I'm not gonna make a time lapse out of it because I'm not entirely sure what it's gonna look like. So getting a time lapse isn't gonna be pretty, so I decided not to do that. Alright, so I have been quite busy on stream, and not just on the mine. I just wanted to do something else for a little bit because doing the mine, it was a little bit too much in one go, and I'm not even done yet. I gotta be honest about that part. I mean, just digging it and just making it something like a mine, that took a little bit of a longer time than I thought. So I decided to do something else for a little bit, and that was get more horses. So I had just one horse, and now I get 4 because I breed 2 of them. This one is very slow and doesn't do whatever I want, so I don't like you too much, but hey, you were my first horse, so here you are. Now, that horse is a little bit faster, and he doesn't jump as high. He does jump quite a bit higher, and this one, I don't know yet, because this is a child of those 2 together. The better ones, I guess. And I kind of want to know if he does like me, and once he does, then at least we can try out if he is even better than this horse at the moment. Okay, so at this moment he does like me. Now, I do not know if he's gonna be fast or anything, of course. So let's get this one back over there and let's try him out. Okay, he seems quite nice. He does jump high. Dang, that's a little bit higher than I thought. Now, I'm not entirely sure if he is faster than the other one. Let's not go anywhere else because I don't want to hurt him. I don't know, this one doesn't jump as high as he does, so that's a good thing, but this one seems a little bit faster now, isn't it? So I don't know for sure, but I gotta be honest, and that is to say that I kind of want the other one. Now you will be my great horse, I guess. Okay, I'm glad I made it a little bit higher, otherwise he was suffocating me. Now we got a horse, and he's just decked out like we are. On diamonds, so that's amazing. But I will keep them because I do not want to kill all of them. I did kill one earlier on, but I mean, yeah, it was in the past. So I'm not doing that again. I do like that horse. I'm glad about him, and I'm gonna use him until I get a faster horse and maybe even a higher jumper. I do not know for sure. Okay, so in the meantime, I have been quite busy over here, like you might notice. And yes, it does look like a mess at the moment. I got to do this level yet, like all above over here. It will be a little bit higher as well, bits, not everything. And I was thinking about doing dripstone and stuff as well, and getting some water in here to flow down. Probably, I'm not entirely sure if it will go all the way down. Most, or probably at least, it will go like this, just up. Dang it! Ah. No, jeez. Okay, okay, okay. I got no blocks. Okay. Dang it. Alright, so explaining doesn't always go as planned, like you might notice. So that's quite annoying. Now let's get our stuff back. I got some dirt with me, otherwise, well, good luck going back. And there's one big problem with all of this, of course, and that is my levels are gone. I mean, I gotta collect my levels without doing it in a weird way, I guess. I don't know how to explain that. Where's all my gear? Well, that went well. First things first. if you want to do it in a hole like this, I want my water in here. So not even deeper. Otherwise they will swim up anyway, I guess. But I want to let it flow in here. Maybe like from this angle, maybe something like that. Maybe from something like here. Go over here. Make sure it only can get over here because I don't know. We'll fix something, I guess, if we're lucky. At least a little bit more lucky than we were just now. Alright, so in the meantime, I think I am done with the mine for now, at least. It got a lot more details now, and I think it looks amazing. So, well, we're gonna go over there soon, but first things first. Got a villagers finally over here, behind the glass. Now, is the other one a villager already? Or a farmer? Yes, he is. So once I get a little bit more of the potatoes done and stuff, they will finally grow. And I did the water last time, I guess. I don't know when I did that. But I put in the water. Now the villagers are finally inside over here. And of course, once they will make children, the children will try and get to the beds. But they will shoot up, of course, and end up over here. Now, of course, we do not know at the moment how we're going to get them out of there. I had some things in mind, but I'm not entirely sure just yet. So, well, we just have to figure it out just yet. Alright, so the path has been cleared and the dirt house is gone as well. Now, of course, I have to fix this, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't look that great now. But of course, that's going to be a problem for later. So for now, I want to show you guys the mine. So first things first. I didn't know that those can grow or spread out, I guess. I placed one over here, not over here. I didn't know that, but well, I like it, I guess. But not over here. So first things first. It's an awesome mine now. At least I feel like it. I added a little bit of water. Not a lot. I may have to get something else done over here. I don't know. It seems a little bit blank now. But I did like it. So I did it like this. The torches will be gone later as well. I need to fix the lighting just yet because I haven't done that at the time. I will do that later. And you might notice this is an awful lot of moss over here. Well, the reason therefore, of course, is just because, well, there's a lot of water over here. Now on this side, there's less moss because there's no water. So I decided to still put moss because it looks better. But I didn't want to add it everywhere, of course. So on this side, it's a little bit more. We even got somewhat like a pond or whatever you want to call this. I don't know. But I tried to add a little bit more details over here as well. Even a magma block, I was like, why not? Lily pads, some dripstones and stuff, like glow stuff thingies, I don't know, berries, I guess. And of course, a lot more of those dripstones as well, because, well, why not? I like it. And somebody had because, well, he jumped out of the roof and there was a gap. So, yeah, here we are. And he does kind of fit right in because he's green. So that's nice. Now, some things like the vines and stuff, I don't have under control just yet, so we have to fix that yet. But so far, I don't think it looks bad anyway. And of course, all of this has been done a little bit better as well, which I do like quite a lot. And I'm happy about it. Now, of course, the rails you might notice as well are still here. And I did just put them up one higher, and I think it looks great now. Although, I don't really like the redstone part about it because, well, it has to be more of the clear normal ones, I guess. The ones that are not powered and stuff. But, well, this was a little bit easier, so I decided to keep them. And, well, we're gonna deal with it, I guess. And maybe I'll use a furnace minecart or so to push those things upstairs. But I'm not entirely sure just yet. We'll figure it out later. For now, this was just the first thing we have to do. And, I'm glad about it. I just did some things. And, of course, light levels are okay. Just so you know, because, well, I had to fix that because I died again. Stupid creepers and skeletons mostly because the skeleton killed me this time. And I kept the ores over here, just the ores that were over here or around here. I kept them as much as I could at least. So like those, and there's more like over there, of course, and over there. I wanted to keep them in here and I did. So that's great. Now you can go over here. I have to fix this yet because, well, the light levels over here are okay, but on that side they're not. And over there you cannot go at the moment, but later on I want to make sure that you can go that direction as well because there's more to explore just yet. So we have to do that, and I haven't done that yet at all. That's why it's kind of dark as well, I guess. Going deeper down here, I did add a little bit of leaves. I'm not sure about them, to be honest, but it's something like overgrown, I guess. So I decided to keep it in here, and maybe I have to add more spots because just one spot maybe doesn't do the trick too much, I guess. I don't know. So we may have to fix that just yet. And of course, all the way down, it's a little bit less... wait, is the light level good over here? It is. So it's a little bit less decorated over here, but that's just because, well, there's no mossy cobblestone, deep slate cobblestone, or cobbled deep slate, whatever. So I couldn't do that. Add that to the game. Mossy deep slate stuff. I would like that. Also very tough, I guess. And of course we don't have the tough blocks just yet, so well, we just had to deal with it, I guess. But that's fine. I tried to add a little bit of spruce, at least a little bit of walls, a different kind of walls as well, some stairs and stuff, just to give it at least a little bit of a better vibe than what it was before. I didn't want to do too many of those because I don't really feel like they fit in too well. So I think they're great the way they are, but putting more of those over here, I don't think it's gonna help. Now, I did make a small entrance for now. This is just a temporary one. I just want to make it look kind of okay. So it isn't great, not even by a long shot, I mean. But I do like it, just a little bit, and we will fix this part later. So for now, this is just for now, I guess. Although, now looking at it, it seems okay-ish, but it can be better. I want to make it a little bit wider and a little bit higher as well. And so it goes for everything over here, of course. I want to make it deeper, even deeper and wider and higher, and make maybe like layers, like Y levels for the redstone, for the diamonds as well, kind of on this level, of course. So I think for redstone as well, but I want to kind of make maybe Y levels for each layer. But I'm not entirely sure just yet. We'll figure that out. And for now, this is how it looks. And I think it looks amazing, especially on top, of course. So let's get back upstairs because I like that part the best. And of course, well, I really do love every little bit of this. And I do have my share zombies, so that's a good thing. I don't want them to be too high or too low, I guess. Some of them, like this one, I'm fine with because it gives them a bit more lighting, I guess. Maybe I have to add a little bit more of them as well on this side. Just get rid of those torches. I want to place some more lanterns like I did over here as well. I didn't even know that it was floating. Okay, cool. So I do enjoy this quite a lot. I did have to do a little bit more later on, I guess. I do have to do a little bit more later on, I guess. But for now, it is fine. And of course, you might notice, like, all of this is kind of where the other stuff is, like, back over here, of course. And it doesn't look that great over here. But I don't really care. Because, well, we're not going here or using it. Or I doubt that we're going here. We never know. But I even died in here. Hence the pillar. I died inside over here, thanks to a skelly. Okay, so for now, I really think I need to clear up this area because it is kind of a mess. Now, of course, I have a little bit of more things in mind. Like, I want to cut through over here at least to make it like a real island because it is. Unless this part stays over here. So I want to fix that part. I want to get rid of all the farmlands over here. And I want to clear this all out, of course. And I need to sort all my items. So I will do that. And I'll be right back. Alright, so everything has been cleaned up over here. And, well, I even got rid of a little bit more dirt over here to make it like a real island now. Because right now, it is a real island. And of course, we will make it a little bit wider and probably a little bit deeper. Not over here, of course. We will fix this part up as well. But I think it's going to be amazing over here. The portal, I have to yet decide where I want to place it. I haven't decided yet, so that's one of those things. And of course, everything has been sorted. So of course, because it is a server, I'm using science right now. I'm not used to that at all, so I need to learn how to work with them. For now, I think it is okay. It isn't great, but it's something. I want to light them all up later on as well, so we can at least read them a little bit better from a different distance, because right now it is getting hard. I mean, for me at least. Alright, so if we come down over here, I need to fix this part yet, so don't look at it too much. I don't know what to do exactly just yet, but I want to cover it up for sure. And we got a little bit of storage room over here. So every single bit, I changed it up like this. it will go underneath and go through and stuff. So the minecart goes in here with the chest, of course, and ends up over there, just behind there. So they will all unload over here. Like, we got a lot of cobble deep slate at the time, and it is because I've been mining a little bit downstairs, because I've been measuring a little bit of what I wanted to dig out. And trust me, I am not gonna like it, because I don't have a beacon, I do not have efficiency 5 or anything, and I got, well, not enough tools, I guess. I don't know. It's gonna be a mess, and I do not know if I want to do it now. I think I will leave it for now, but I want to tell you guys a little bit about the things that I have in mind at the time. So then at least you know what I'm going to do, or what I want to do at least. And I decided not to mine over here, because I want to mine all the way down below. So this place will probably be our place for the portal. So I just thought of it. I'm not entirely sure just yet. We'll fix something, but at least that's what we're going to do. Now, one more thing. This one keeps screwing again and again and again. Well, I'll just leave it, I guess, then. I don't know what else to do. Is that because of any kind of light level or anything? I doubt it. So, well, yeah, that's one of those things. So let's go all the way down. Alright, so like you might notice, we got our minecart stuck over here for now. I just loaded in like this, of course, and I'll send it off, and it'll be back whenever, I guess. So for now, it is fine. We'll just leave it over here. Like, we even got some diamonds, by the way. We got some diamonds over there, and some diamonds in the floor over there. You can't see them too well, but there are diamonds over there and over there, so that's a good thing. Alright, so we need the diamonds, so I really want to dig them out anyway. So we at least got 4. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Okay, great. That did sound stupid. So that's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Is that all? Alright, so diamond pickaxe, shovel, and an axe. So we got 1 left, and that's great. But, well, we got 4 left now. Kind of forgot about it at all. So for now, we got a little bit more tools, and that's great. But, I do not want to get every single thing right into diamonds yet. I don't know why. I just like the earlier game. Plus, this one is enchanted. I just fixed it with another iron sword. So let's use this whole thing first. Same goes for the tools, of course. I want to use them as well first before we use the other things. Alright, so of course I totally forgot to tell you guys why we got down here. I mean, I saw those diamonds and I was like, oh yeah, right, I want to get those. So the other thing why we went down here was I mined 40 blocks that way, 40 blocks that way, and it is 200 blocks that way. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it like that, but it might be a little bit less because it's a lot. But what I want to do is mine it all out until like Y level 1 or maybe 0, don't know. Like if you're standing on the block, it's gonna be 0. That's kind of what I want to do, and then at least 4 higher. So it's gonna be at around positive 5, I guess, or 4. I don't know. I don't care, but something like that. And it's gonna be all dug out. I want to make like all mining locations and on different Y levels for every kind of ores and stuff, and on more than one directions, like over there and over there and over there and that way and that way and that way, like more than one, maybe even about a billion tunnels by then, I guess. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot. So of course, in the meantime, we have done a lot in this episode, and mostly off camera, I guess, because like most of this tunnel was off camera or on stream and stuff. So if you do want my streams, of course, go visit twitch.tv/JoshPowers to find me. And of course, don't forget to follow, because I'm live at random times. I always try to set a schedule, but I always just kind of neglect it in a day or two. So that's me. I don't know why. That's just the way it works for me. So you never know when I'm online, so it's good to know whenever I get online to get the notification. Okay, so I kind of forgot about the fact that we got villagers now. Now, I don't know if they made any children yet. I hope it is not stuck over here then. He is not. So, do we happen to have any kind of villagers? Okay, I have been busy quite a bit, it seems, because we got plenty of villagers at the time. That's amazing. So of course you might wonder, what will we do with all the villagers? Well, I don't know. For now, I want to keep them in there, and of course, as soon as it gets too filled up over there, then we will just turn it off, and I think that's gonna be just fine. Alright, so in the meantime, I have been streaming for about an hour and a half. Usually, I'll try to do at least 2 hours or longer, like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. It really depends. If there's people, then of course, then I will. Until then, I didn't really know what else to do because I got some things done that I wanted to do. And one of those things is get our nether portal over here. Now, this is a plain design. It's simple at the moment, but I will change it up later once I get to the nether, I guess. Because at this time, it's a little bit different, of course, and a little bit simple, therefore. So, of course, we are at the nether roof at the time, and that's amazing. I like it. But of course, if you think about it, we need to get down as well. And since we're just at the nether roof and nothing else, we also got a portal over there, by the way. Don't know whose that is, but it isn't mine. I just noticed it when I came up here. But I don't know how I'm going to do this, because I don't know about any of the blocks just yet. I need to figure it out. I want to make it close at least, get a little bit of a gap. I'm not sure if it's gonna be one block or multiple blocks. It really depends on if we got that chance, but I don't have any of my TNT just yet, so we can't do anything with it at the time. So of course we got to get back into the nether itself, of course, not just the roof, because well, the nether is useful as well, I guess. But I think we have done enough today, and of course the vines I have to fix yet, and the lighting as well. But that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys did enjoy. Give a like, subscribe, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Alright, welcome back to the Forever SMP server. My name is Josh Powers, and today we started at our new fishing hut. Now you might notice it's a little bit different, and of course a little bit built up before we started out on this episode. And the reason therefore is because I did it on the fly and I didn't really know exactly what it was gonna look like, and I decided to do it off camera. And I'm really happy about the progress that we made. Now, of course, one of the things that I haven't done is the roof. I came up with a more plain design, but TimeArchitect came in and he had an idea, so I let him do his thing. So the roof, that's done by TimeArchitect. Alright, so if you look at the roof, it seems like kind of like a ship. And of course, that's why TimeArchitect stepped in and made it even better. Now, that's the fun thing about it, because it's kind of like an old ship has become the roof, and I really enjoyed it quite a lot. Now, of course, over here you might notice we got a little bit of a layout, of course, already, and that is because I want to make a bridge, and it's gonna be a little bit diagonal because we have to do it, because otherwise it wouldn't really look that great. So we decided, or I decided to do it like this, and I'm very happy about that part. Now, one of the other things, of course, is all of this I changed it out into like water and stuff, and I think I did a great job. It's the first time I've ever done that anyway, so I'm glad about it. And it does seem kind of natural as well. Alright, so for now I want to get started. And of course, let's get started on the first layout. And that's just the ground over here. Get some things ready, and of course afterwards build up the whole bridge, so we can get to the other side without having to swim. Alright, so the bridge is now done, and especially one of those things that I've never done before is added a little bit of pressure plate, so I did that, and I think it looks great. I need a path yet, Don't know if I'm gonna do a path over here yet, because I don't know what I'm going to do over here yet. But what I do want to do is add as well a path over here. I was like, I want to get this one out a little bit further like this. I do like it. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna keep it like this, but I might. And what I want to do, of course, is make a path all the way until my porch over here, all the way to the fishing hut, to the other thing over there, all the way over to the horses and this kind of stuff. So that is a thing I want to do as well today. Now, I'm not entirely sure about the path just yet, what I want to do, but I'll figure it out before the end of the episode, of course, because we want it done. Now, I do like the bridge quite a bit. It's a little bit diagonal, so it was a little bit harder to create them, but I do like what I've got so far. And of course, it's a little bit wider, and the reason therefore is because it's the main entry to our base, because, well, that is our front porch, of course. And, well, to get in there you need a bigger bridge. Like that one is a side bridge, of course, to the other islands, so that is why this one is a little bit smaller. Now, of course, if you want to go on boat, you still can, because you can just get right underneath them. That's why it was a little bit higher. Also, that looks quite a bit better, as well as from a boat as well, so that makes it even better. And of course, with this bridge, I don't think I ever showed it, but you also can get underneath through them without getting hurt, if you do it right, of course. So not like me, just gonna go like that, otherwise you will get hurt. But I'm fine with it. Alright, so in the meantime, I have been digging quite a bit again inside of the mine to get it right, and I have been working on it as well in creative mode, just to try out some things what I want to do like after the dig is done. And it's gonna take a little bit of time, because I'm only, well, maybe at negative 19 or 16 or 17, I don't know, somewhere over there. Like, I have to go until negative 59, of course, so we got quite a bit to do yet. So if you want to go downstairs, I don't know if I had this one already, but I placed this one over here for now. I'm going to change this one out anyway. Like, I don't want this one seen, because I got other plans over here down below where we need this to be 3 wide stairs. And also those stairs, they will be done differently over here, like at the deep slate level at least. I want to get rid of those and make them all deep slate as well for this row, of course, like I said, because, well, I think that's going to be a little bit better. Now, what I'm going to do is make this one, so I will still use it probably a lot instead of the stairs, because it's a little bit too long to go all the way back and up and down the whole time. So I decided to do that a little bit differently, so you will be kind of like behind the scenes. But that's just maybe temporarily, maybe I will fix that later. Anyway, I don't know for sure, but this isn't the way to go. Alright, so if you go up here, can I make it? Yes, I can. Okay, we have dug out quite a bit over here already, and you might not notice this, of course, but I have closed off every single bit, except for one, I noticed. But I'll fix that later, don't worry about that one. But the back wall, I had to replace again because it was one too far. So I fixed that, and now it's all deep slate, but that's fine with me. And even like one is different, I believe. I can't find him right now. I think over there somewhere, or I don't know. I don't really care about that part. Now, of course, we got this whole area all opened up, and I'm kind of lucky about the fact that we got a big cave or hole inside as well. That does help out quite a bit with the dig, because I'm doing that just with the iron pickaxes and no efficiency, no enchantments at all anyway, and no beacons, so no haste. So that's why it takes quite a bit of time. We are at Y level negative 17 at the moment, and, well, we got a way to go, and we're gonna get there maybe next week. I'm not entirely sure. I've been already almost busy for a whole week digging it out. Of course, we have been up to a little bit of different things, even shenanigans. I've been streaming again, but this time on YouTube anyway. So if you haven't seen that one, just watch my live thing, I guess. I don't know where those are. I haven't streamed much on YouTube at all, so I don't know how that exactly works. Now, one of the things that I still need to fix is the roof, or the ceiling, you might say, because I don't like all the spikes. I don't like the darkness all too much, so I kind of want to fix that with maybe glow lichen or something. And I want to make it all flat, because I don't think it looks great at all. So we will fill in one row, so it will be like -5 or something like that instead. And I think it's gonna be a lot better afterwards. So that's the thing I really want to do as well, but I think I will do that once the dig is done. So in the meantime, I've been working as well in the nether just a little bit. Alright, so I have been digging a hole, and like you might notice, it's a little bit wider than the one wide we used to work with in the solo survival series. And the reason therefore is because I find out an easier way to get rid of the bedrock after a little bit of time working on it yesterday, I guess. So I've been working on that quite a bit, but I did finish it now, I guess, because, well, I just filled in the gaps, I guess, because there was a lot more nothingness. So that's great. The only thing is, it's kind of scary to go down here because a ghast is kind of always close, or some of them are kind of close anyway. So they keep shooting at me, like you might notice on the blocks on the ground over here. That's quite annoying. So I might have to put up a wall or maybe a glass wall or anything like that. But we're still kind of close to where we first started. I think that's just a little bit lower. I'm not sure, to be honest. I can't see it from here. But before we get blown up, I'll get out of here again. And of course, another thing I've been working on since we got the storage over here already. Like, it's still loading in at the moment because I've been quite busy digging again today. And otherwise I'll sort them all. I've been busy with this part as well. I didn't know exactly what to do, and I was like, you know what, why not make a storage for everything from the mine? Okay, so for now I kind of want to build up like a pathway, but therefore I want to use mud. And I mean the packed mud, so not mud bricks or anything. I want to use packed mud. I want to use coarse dirt, I believe, and maybe something else. I'm not entirely sure yet. Maybe like jungle wood. Just like over there, but mostly for the slabs and stuff, to use them over here to keep it a little bit simple, because I don't want to use the packed mud bricks stuff, at least not the mud bricks anyway, to use them as slabs. I might have to, or instead of the jungle wood, it might look a little bit better. I don't know for sure, we will figure it out. So for now I have to get all of the resources therefore before we can get started. Alright, so for now I think I got all the resources, so I want to get started. Now of course I need to get them into the packed mud yet, so let's do that first. Now maybe one of those things that I really feel like I need to do as well, I kind of forgot about it already, is get some gravel. So let's say 2 stacks, it doesn't really matter anyway. Got enough dirt by now because I've been digging quite a bit, and now we got just about all we wanted. So I also wanted to get some of the other ones, and with the other ones I mean the buttons, because I think that will make it even more better. So right now I also got myself some mud brick slabs, because I do believe that that will look a little bit better with the mud instead of like the jungle wood anyway. So we might switch them out and see how it looks. But for now I kind of want to get started. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, because, well, one will lead all the way over there, one over there, one over there, and one over there. So I think let's just start over here, just to dig it out just a little bit easy. First of all, we will make it somewhat like straight-ish. So we start out like this. Now of course we're not going to keep it like that, and we will change it up quite a bit anyway. So that's one of the good things. So what I'm doing is just a little bit like this. Now I'm not entirely sure, of course, so we will have to figure it all out. Now I'm just doing this on the fly anyway. I got a design. It's from Pearlescent Moon from Hermitcraft, of course. I do like the way she did it, so I kind of wanted to do the same thing. Now you might think like, okay, that's kind of cheating or just stealing an idea, but it isn't really, because, well, why can't anyone else just do the same thing that someone else does? I mean, I like the way she did her pathway and stuff. So, well, that's kind of what I want to do as well. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I don't care, because I like it. And I give a shout out to her because, well, she deserves it. Because she's quite a good builder as well, of course. Now, with... also, I kind of mean she's so much better than I am. That's one of the first things, of course. Now, I don't mind. I just like to try it out, I guess. What I kind of want to do, maybe do it like this. I think so. So of course I'll leave this one like this for now. I'll just start out with the mud, I guess, and later on we will fix it with a little bit of the other stuff around. So we start out a little bit simple, I guess. I don't care, because we will fix it afterwards. Now those can be gone, I guess. I think you need something else. Okay, so I want to do it like that. And of course, continue on. Alright, so that is it for the time lapse, of course. And now it's time to talk a little bit about this place, because I do believe it is quite a bit better. Now, it isn't all done exactly. Like, this might be a little bit too much, I don't know, but it is the main area or the main entrance anyway. So I think it might be fine. I might have to sprinkle in just a little bit more of the rhododendron stuff in between. I do believe that might just be a little bit better. So what I think about this place right now is I love it. Now, one thing is sad, and that is I didn't have enough to lead all the way over here. So of course I can just place like right now a little bit, but I don't have enough to get all the way over here, and that's totally fine. I will fix that later. But of course, I think it looks better. I mean, I haven't seen it like this before, so let me just do it like this. I think it's a lot better. Maybe it's a little bit too wide. I do not know. This one is a bit not enough, I guess. I think this was a little bit too much as well. But I think I have to smooth it out just a little bit. Make it a little bit less, well, wide, I guess. I don't know. Let's just even do this. I think that might even work out a little bit better. I'm not entirely sure, of course. But hey, why not try it out at least? Like, I don't even know. I'm just... I don't know. Alright, so I do believe this looks quite a bit better now. Even though it isn't amazing at the moment, I do believe that it gives a little bit more to it. So I'm gonna keep it like this for now. I might even add a little bit more later on. So like for now, of course, just because I like to do it. I think it looks a little bit better to get a little bit more of the mud racks in here as well. Now, of course, I can just fill in a little bit more even now. So this is what the path looks like at this time. I do believe it is a little bit too much maybe. I will tone it down quite a bit later on. Not at this time. This is too flat-ish. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. I need to get rid of a little bit over here, I believe. And I think this has to be a little bit less. So maybe do it like that. Or something like that. A little bit less over here or over here. I don't know. I'm gonna smoothing it out later on. But at least this is kind of a thing that I like to do. Just tinker with it and just try it out and just do it on the fly like I just did, of course, because I think it has a little bit more potential to just try some things out instead of everything in creative, because that doesn't really fit my vibe at the time. Alright, so with the path done for now, I kind of want to do something else as well, and that is I have gathered a little bit of the smithing templates. Now, the one that I already had, of course, I do believe it was the coast one. I already had that one. So the ones I need are the dune armor, the coast armor, the wild armor, and I believe the tide one, and that one you gotta get to monument for. So I don't have that one yet. Now all of those I will just get done a little bit easier. So this one is useless, I guess, because that isn't the one I wanted to do. Although I do want to copy them all later on anyway. But I need to copy those, of course, because, well, otherwise we don't have enough of them. So let's just check it out. So there we go. And another one. That was expensive. But I'm fine with it, because of course I want to have at least one of them all the time. Now, to get, of course, all of those smithing templates and stuff, I got help from DevDealer. He was online and he was helping me out on stream because I was streaming at that time. He was helping me out to get some of them. Like, we went to a couple of temples, I believe, and well, mostly there weren't temples whenever they said on his map that it should be. Of course, to do once you get through the pyramid, and well, we have gotten through a little bit of them, and we both got our templates, I guess. But even though we were busy for about an hour or hour and a half, or even longer maybe, I don't recall for sure, we got the wild armor trim. Well, at least I got it through DevDealer himself, because it seems like he had one. So he gave me one of them, and the Dune one we got through the temple. And of course, we have been streaming it, of course, so I kind of want to show a little bit of clips from our stream with a collaboration with DevDealer, as well as probably with Sir Repooc. So let's roll the clips.
Sorry, I'm just we've got a grey horse with the white strip down the middle now. Sorry, I'm just I just don't kill it.
I like it.
Don't.
No, I'd never do that.
I'm stuck on the back of the horse. They have the dirt.
You will stay there forever.
Please, hold that for a second. Why is it not getting tamed or anything?
Now you look sad. Look it down. I like it.
It's a cool looking horse, and it's
Yeah.
not broken.
Come on, buddy. Like me or don't, I don't care. Either of them.
Right, I'm sorry you're a cool horse, but you're not working.
Burn. Burn. Oh.
You were a cool horse, but you didn't work.
I just like to do. Oh, there's somebody. There he
You
is.
requested a villager.
I did, yeah. I like this one though, with the armor stats, just his hands behind his back, like he's ready. So, do you happen to know if there's anything around here? Like, I need a Dune one, so in pyramids or something. Shipwrecks, I got plenty of them, of course. And the Jungle Temple, the Elder Guardian, I'll do later.
Have you perhaps got the Deep Dark one?
No, but I don't need that one.
But I have it,
I don't care.
and I could sell it to you.
Right, hold on. Let me get my super fancy tool.
The master merchant. Do you want it? No, but I could sell it to you.
I don't want it. Hey, my family, I'm finally home. It's been a while.
That's the first time I've actually seen these in person since they were made in the game.
They do look alike though. I mean,
Yeah, just a bit, you know. Yeah. I can see the resemblance.
Don't fall. Gonna do it like this. I need some blocks. Anything? Oh, golden apple and stuff. Hey, settle. Oh, nice. There are 2 trims.
Sweet. Nothing of value.
Dang.
You may want to get out.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to bury me. You see this, Jack? He's trying to kill me.
There we go. Oh, it's underneath water. Well, that's great. You're gonna fly right in now, aren't you?
No, I wouldn't do that. Not at all.
Hey, there's a jerk. If I put down my bed over here, do you think I can just jump on it?
Yeah, you shouldn't get some of the damage.
Dang it. They're everywhere. Yeah.
So obviously you gave me a Dune rim, so I'm just dumping it in my inventory. Click up.
Well, like the only ones I need are just those 4, and I got now 2 of them. Now 3 of them. Thank you very much.
I hope that helps.
Of course.
Also, here's some wet sponges for your trouble that I got from that ocean monument.
Nice. Okay, so I was thinking, like, you helped me out, of course, so of course I want to give something back as well. Now, I don't have much stuff, but
Yeah,
I can
I'm
also
aware
give you an IOU, of course. Just,
That would work for me.
okay, so you can
Yes,
get
I
whatever
will,
you want.
I will keep this in mind,
Sure.
and at some undetermined point in the near future, I will come to you
Nice.
with a request.
All right. And I gotta say
And,
yes.
Yes, you must say yes.
I
No
will
matter
do.
how silly it is.
I'll do whatever I need to do. You help me out, so I'm ready whenever.
Sweet, cool. Okay, great.
All right, so that is how I got all of my templates so far. Like, okay, I got like those from the shipwrecks, of course. This one I got from Dev, and he helped me get the Dune one as well. He also tried to get the other one, the Tide, so to speak, but he wasn't in luck. But that's not the worst thing, of course, because we can do that ourselves later on as well, if we really feel like it. And so far, I'm glad about the things that we have done in this episode. Like, I've been mining quite a bit as well, so it feels like this episode has taken forever. But of course it hasn't, but at least not for you guys, of course. But for me, I have been busy quite a bit. Now, of course, I wasn't done yet, and I decided to do the rest off camera just to ease in a little bit and just test some things out. And I came up with something which I do believe is quite beautiful. So of course, if you walk over here, I thought like the more bushes we add, the better. Maybe even a little bit more over here, because well, otherwise it might be a little bit too nothing, I guess. I don't know. I think that works out a little bit better. Not entirely sure, of course. Like, I'll be playing with them just a little bit, I guess, in the meantime. And I decided to fix it like this. I got some more mud as well. And instead of going like that way and that way, I decided to make one path all the way over there. And I think that worked out quite nicely, of course. Now, of course, if you look at this, I think it is amazing now. It looks so much more alive, and it gives so much more of a vibe for a front yard or something, or at least pathways and stuff. And I really enjoy this quite a bit. So of course I have been busy with this like for maybe an hour or so. I've been testing things out. I had to get some more of the leaves and stuff, of course. Like, I don't mind, I like it, and I'm glad that I did, because I think this looks amazing. I even got rid of all the podzol over here because I think it was kind of messy, and well, I think it looks a lot better right now. Now, of course, there's more to add, like behind me over here, of course. There might be something else in the future. I'm not entirely sure what yet, but we have to think of something, because well, we're not gonna leave it plain like this, of course. Alright, so with everything done for today, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you guys did enjoy the little bit of things that I did differently today, like a little bit more of the replay mod in use, and I think it was amazing. I did enjoy it quite a bit to use that instead for once, because well, I mean, why not, right? I mean, it's a little bit of a different vibe, and well, instead of just seeing me in F5 like right now, of course, I think it looks a little bit better. So I do hope you guys did enjoy. Give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Welcome back to the Forever SMP server. My name is JoshBows, and today we're gonna do a bit of everything. And of course, the reason therefore is because, well, I was building up a cactus farm and I died. Well, not just died, I lost my sugar box. And by losing my sugar box, well, I lost my gear. So of course, that is one of the most annoying things that could have happened, because well, I just got finally a little bit of diamond gear and stuff. I didn't wear it yet, but I kept it safe, I thought, but I didn't. So, well, too bad, I guess. Now, of course, over here you see a backup gear. I did display the name because I thought it was kind of funny. Whenever I need it, I'll just get ashamed because it's my backup gear and it's all iron and stuff. I don't really like it. So yeah, that's kind of what I did. And also one of the other things I've done in the meantime as well is I caught a jerk. A phantom, right? Yes. Okay. So I caught a phantom over here. I was like, sure, why not? He was just flapping around just in between here. Then he got out over here and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. So yeah, that's what I've done. And I have done a little bit more, like put some pots down and stuff, like outside as well. Not everything is filled up just yet. I had more pots than I had flowers. So yeah, here we go. We got some done, and most of them are empty. But I mean, even empty, they give a little bit of a vibe. And I really enjoy that quite a bit. So that's what I've done as well. Now, of course, in all of those, I can put one as well, which is amazing. Like over here and stuff. And sooner rather than later, I want to fill this all up with more flowers. So of course, if we go down over here, there has been a murder. I have been playing with the armor strength mod just a little bit, or data pack at least. I have been working with it just a little bit to test some things out, and well, this is what I came up with. So yeah, a little bit sinister, but hey, it's in my basement, so that's what you might expect from me. Now, of course, if we go down over here, you might hear something. Probably too loud anyway. We got chickens, and the only reason is for the raw chicken and for the feathers, mostly the feathers, of course, because well, raw chicken I don't care, but still, I like it, and I'm gonna use it until I get a full chest, I guess, maybe, of feathers and stuff, because I want more feathers. Why is that? I don't know. I thought I had a reason for it, but I forgot. Now, if we go over here, you might notice there's a lever over here. Of course, a little bit of string for the vines as well. So just ignore those things. They're so-called not here. And we got a lever over here. That's for a bamboo farm. And we will trigger it soon. Now, if we go further down again, I always get lost over here myself. We got some furnaces, which will burn down the cactus. And the fun thing is we got plenty of bamboo anyway for it, and this chest might be full as well, and of course every time it's just one of them, and that's totally fine. And from time to time I think someday this thing might be empty and I kind of forget about it, but of course that's one of those things. And all of the green dye goes in here, so we already got about 2 stacks or 2 rows of stacks. And of course over here, if you press the lever, it's a flying machine. It grows very fast as well. Now, I did have to put the lanterns a little bit lower on the ceiling, otherwise it didn't really work too well. And well, now the lighting is great, and it grows so fast that I don't even keep up with it because, well, it's too fast. Now, I do not want to keep this thing on the whole time, and there's a good reason therefore, of course. And that is because, well, otherwise it's kind of a little bit stupid, I guess, because, well, I don't even think if things will grow too well if you keep it on. Now, of course, in this episode we will do plenty, and with that said, I mean, the whole railway over here on the right side will be gone and will be pushed back into the wall. Now, since I put some farms over there, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I'll fix something and it'll be fine, I guess, because it's all inside the walls anyway. So it doesn't really matter at all. And of course, all of those will become deep slate, like I said, I think in the last episode or so, because, well, this doesn't look that well now, does it? So of course, this whole area will be different as well. Like, for example, the gate will be gone and there will be something else instead. Like right now, it seems off-center, like quite a bit, of course, but this is supposed to be the middle because this one has to be a stair as well. That's why I want to also just get it back to stairs and 2 railways next to it. I hate it. So yeah, I'm gonna fix this part. It's gonna be a little bit higher, and there's gonna be a special door over here, which I think is gonna be amazing. Now, of course, like you might notice, we still got too much to dig out. So like you might notice, we got a little bit of progress done, but not enough. And the reason therefore, of course, is just because, well, my pickaxe was broken again and again and again, almost at least. I mean, I worked a lot on this just with iron pickaxes, then I changed it to my diamond pickaxe because I could get the highest things, I guess, the enchantments and stuff. I got them through fishing, but one of those things is as well, of course, is the fact that I am kind of done with that part because, well, like you might notice, this hole, it could have been dug out years ago by now. I mean, I hate it. I hate that I kept it this long, and I'm gonna change that up, of course. And that is why I decided to just get full enchantments and stuff and just get going. Of course, you might think, like, how do you even get enchantment books if you're just gonna use the enchanter? Well, I'm not. It's just stupid. It's useless. You never get what you want, and I never get to 30 levels because I die quite a bit. Might be because I'm not very gear anymore. But I want to show off my gear as well because I like that a little bit better. Because now, at least if you see me in something else, you might notice, like, hey, that is Joshi. Because, well, I'm wearing my, well, skin. So, of course, I had to make a deal with death again. And it sounds stupid. I made a deal with death again. So yeah, well, death dealer, of course. Well, he got me all those great, amazing books. Now you might think like, why did you decide or change your mind? Because, well, that's kind of me. I change my mind a lot. And I mean a lot. Even if during a stream or anything, I always change my mind. In real life as well, I always change my mind. Why is that? I don't know. I just do whatever I want, and well, if I don't do something I do want, and yeah, I don't know. I just change my mind a billion times over, and sometimes it sticks, sometimes I just want to do something else. So of course, for now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna get back into the mine, and I'm gonna stream this part on Twitch again, so you will have missed it if you've seen the episode but not the stream. Now, if you do want to see my streams, go to twitch.tv/JoshPowers, where you can find me. And don't look too much at the schedule, because, well, every time I upload a new schedule, I will try it out. But, like always, no promises. Alright, so for now, I'm gonna get started on the dig again. And, well, by the time I'm done, I think it's about a few days later again, because it still feels like a long-term job. So that was it for now, and I'll see you guys after the dig. Alright, so the dig has finally been completed, and well, it just took a little bit longer. It took about 2 days or so not as bad as I thought at least, and I got a little bit of help from TimeArchitect at the end with the last few rows, which was amazing, because otherwise I wasn't gonna get it done that day, because, well, I've been doing it through the whole night. So that is one of those things, of course. Now, you might notice it's so empty and so many frog lights around. Well, don't worry about that. The torches will be gone, or at least most of them, I think. I don't know for sure. I think all of the torches will be gone, and all of the frog lights will be gone later on, and we will make sure that this place will look amazing. Now, of course, one of those things that I have done is get a lot of the materials already. Like, I got a lot of spruce logs because, well, I'll need all of those. I even got one more stack over here. I got a lot of stuff, and well, I gotta be honest, I'm not even done yet. So I got a little bit more together, but that was a lot already. Now, you may have noticed already in my inventory, we got full diamond gear again, and everything is enchanted, and most of them already got the trims on them, except for the boots. And I yet have to get the one for the boots, of course, but so far, this is what my trims look like, and I do like it. I'm not entirely sure if it will look okay on the netherite gear or something, but it's gonna take a long time before we get into netherite gear, I guess. Anyway, I don't really care about it that much anymore, but at least I like this quite a bit better, so I'm glad about the fact that we finally got gear again. So of course, with the dig done and a lot of materials gathered, I will continue and get a lot more of the materials that I'll need for now, and I'll see you guys again afterwards. Alright, with all of the materials gathered at this point, I'm gonna get started on time-lapse because, well, it's long overdue now, isn't it? So without further ado, let's get started on time-lapse right now. Alright, so that was it for the time lapse, and of course, like you can see already, we are converting into the deep slate right now. Now, I did put a lot of leaves over here, which I do think it's a lot better than what it was before. Now, of course, there's a lot more to do, and first things first, of course, I'll close it because I forgot to do that. So we got the redstone door now, and this is, to be fair, the first time I made one. Now, just by pressing this button, it will open up, and it's amazing. It gives a little bit light over here as well. Otherwise, this will be light level 0 or so. And of course, you might notice we got this one over here. This one is ready, and this one will work whenever. And this time I'll use a button instead of pushing it all the time, like I did before, of course. Now, of course, over here, I haven't started yet. I wanted to, but I decided not to yet. I'll fix this one later off camera, of course, in between the episodes. And for now, let's go into here. So of course you might notice it's big. It's quite big. Now over here, this is a little bit too simple, it seems like, but that's only because of the elevator over here that we needed to have all the platforms at least leading over here. Now I did do that, of course, and some of those are just for lighting because otherwise light level 0 and stuff. Now this is an elevator. I do like it. It's quite simple, but still I do like it. Like all the grindstones over here going all the way up, of course, and same goes for the chains going all the way up, like they're somewhat pulling it. I was somewhat thinking about doing the chains next to those as well, but I decided to do them over here. Now, does it make sense? I doubt it, but I'm fine with it. So that is one of those things. Now, of course, over here we got a little bit more of an extra beam. This one was mostly here just to support this, well, this part, I guess, a little bit extra. I like to do it like this, so I did a little bit more copper, and I used a lot of copper, like you might have noticed already. So for now, of course, if we go to the first layer, well, you might notice, first things first, we got a billion of those things, so to speak. Those will all be tunnels, and they will be 3x4, so 3x4, of course, like that. And every single one of them will be dug out at least like that. And of course, the surrounding areas whenever there is ore and stuff. So that is what I want to do. Now you might notice as well, there's a lot of stairs in here. At least every layer has 2, except for the top one, of course. And the reason therefore is because, well, it was kind of impossible to do so. So yeah, I'm just walking upstairs right now because, well, I do really love this place. On the elevator, you might notice a lot of lichen. And the reason therefore, of course, is because, well, otherwise it would have been too dark, I felt like. So I changed it up a little bit. And of course, as well, if we go all the way upstairs, well, we're almost there, I guess. Every layer is kind of just the same. But the only things I've done differently on each one of them is mostly the walkways through, I guess, or something like that. I don't know how to call them. Now, of course, you might notice there's not enough beams and stuff, but the reason therefore is because I didn't feel like it. It felt like there was too many of them, and I didn't like it at all. So I decided not to put them in, and at least I did put some of them in there, but not all of them, because I felt like it would have been too much. Now, of course, like you might notice, if you go all the way upstairs, the ceiling I fixed because, well, I didn't like it. It was too open and stupid. Now it is somewhat too dark, like you might notice, of course. And the darkness, I want to try and get rid of it with a pattern of like glow lichen. But I might like just leave it like this. I'm not entirely sure just yet. Now you might think like walking all the way up and down is gonna be quite annoying now, isn't it? Well, yeah, it is, unless, well, going down isn't much of a problem. So if I want to go down, of course, I can just show you. Well, not over here because that's going to be an elevator and stuff. If I just jump, you know what? Let's do it somewhat more in the center area. I think that's a little bit better. So if we do it over here instead, we can just jump down all the way without getting hurt. Well, we will get hurt, of course, but we won't die. So that's a good thing. Now, the only thing that is a problem is getting upstairs, since we only got all of those things. Now, of course, this is not ideal, and I'm not going to leave it like this. The first layer, at least, I want to do, well, that's the bottom layer, so it doesn't really matter anyway. I want to do without having an elevator in here. Maybe go to the first and second floor as well without an elevator. And maybe if we're getting too bored with it because we have to walk all the time, we at least will add an elevator someday, I guess. But I'm not entirely sure where we're going to do that. So, well, we will. But whenever and wherever, I do not know yet. But that's one of those things that we will do later. Now, I'm thinking about adding more later. Especially maybe like ore areas or something like that, of course. And I want to add an awful lot more details probably. Like also in the walkways or whatever they're called. I don't know. Just those things. All the oak planks and stuff. They will change up a little bit into also like stairs and stuff. Because I really think that's going to be more amazing to add a little bit of stairs in the mix. So it doesn't look as straight as it does right now. Now, of course, on the bottom layer, it will always be the same, I guess. But on top, I want to change it up a little bit to make it look a little bit more lifelike, I guess. And I might add some more armor stands and stuff and add some more ores later on. Because like on the elevator, we will get some ores. We haven't gotten any of them yet. So later on, I will add some ores. Just the loot that we will mine. And from there, I think it's gonna be amazing. Now, it's mostly gonna be probably off-camera mining and stuff. But of course, I will take you with me at least sometime. At least the first time, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna take you guys with me. And that's gonna be like an episode 5 thing, I guess. So it's gonna be a little bit more mining stuff. But I still think it's gonna be amazing. Alright, so with all that said and done, I think it's gonna be the end of the episode. Because, well, it took too long. It came out a little bit late. I get that. It's 2 or 3 weeks. I bet 3 weeks maybe. It's 3 weeks or so late. And I'm very sorry about that. But it was a lot of work, a lot of grinding and kind of stuff. So yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy. Give a like, subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Alright, welcome back to the SMP server. My name is JustPost and today we're going to mine. Now, of course, it might be a little bit obvious, but I really want to mine. And the reason therefore, of course, is because, well, we built up the mine and now I want to use it. So like you might notice, we're still walking down. And the reason therefore is mostly because, well, I don't really think I'm going to put a rail in the wall, I guess. I don't think it's going to be useful. Now, one of the bad things, except for over here, if we go upstairs, I'll do it like this. We got some of the signs, and the reason therefore is because, well, we cannot use those. That goes for just about all of them, because, well, it all hits the tunnel and stuff, and I don't like that. Now, I kind of don't really want to do just 2x4, so I kind of decided not to use it, and why I say kinda is because of this one. But to be honest, I do not think I'm gonna use this one either. So just those 3 rows everywhere, actually, are closed. Now, one of the things that you did notice probably, I guess, is the timer all the way on the top left. Now, you might notice it's 00 right now. Now, soon it will be at 24 hours. And I gave myself 24 hours. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this exactly, but I'm gonna mine out this area 1 hour. 1 hour, just this whole area, this row. Go as far as we can get. Then the next hour is over here. Next hour is over here. Next hour is over here, and so on. I just want to get started on it. I am all ready, so to speak. We got a lot of frog lights. We got some shulker boxes to add our stuff into. We got some more pickaxes and stuff. So I think we're ready. Now I want to do that because this episode is all about just mining. And of course, I'm not gonna take you on the whole journey for 24 hours. I'm just gonna take some better bits or something maybe. And probably mostly just the moments when I get some ore and stuff. I'm gonna do this in steps, of course. I'm not gonna do 12 or 24 hours in one go. For now, I'm gonna do 2 hours and so on. So it will take me about 4 days to get this done. And well, 5 days, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so for now, I want to get started. And therefore, of course, we need to start our timer. One thing shows, we cannot use 24 hours in a timer. I don't know why. It only goes until 22 hours. So we're gonna do 12 hours for now. And after that, of course, because the first 12 hours will be on this side, The other 12 hours will be on this side. So it will add up, of course. So that's kind of easy, I guess. All right, so for now, let's start the timer and get mining. All right, so after all those hours of mining, like, of course, I did the whole 24 hours. And each tunnel was about 1 hour or so. Now, I did get a lot of lava and stuff around me, which is totally fine, of course. But also, of course, like you might notice in the video, the only ones I add into the video are the ones with the diamonds. Now, I did get them all, of course. Now, I did even mine all of them, and that's also great. I even took the footage for all of them, but I decided to just do the diamond ones, and even then it is quite long. So I decided to even cut out a little bit more of them because, well, it is just a little bit too much now, isn't it? So of course, after all those clips, I really want to see how much we really got. Like, I put them all into a chest on each tunnel, so I already know which one has how many ores and stuff, how much we've gathered through them, and that's kind of nice. So after that, and after all those clips, I want to get them all together and see what we exactly got, because that's something I do not even know myself right now, and I'm kind of willing to figure it out right now. So once those clips have ended, we're going to get them all together, and of course we're gonna mine them up as well. Alright, so we are finally back, and of course, like you might notice, it took quite a bit of time. Now, of course, it took me a few weeks, I think 2 weeks or so, a week and a half, I don't know. It took me a long time to get it done, and well, I'm glad to get it done and over with. Now you might notice on the top left corner again, we got the timer at the exact time that we needed it to be at the first place. Well, I just later on figured out there were days as well instead of just hours. So yeah, I kind of messed up on that part, but I'm totally fine with it because I did twice 12 hours. So I'm totally fine with it. But look at all the deep slates. I mean, come on. Are you joking? It's an awful lot. Alright, so after all this time, of course, we got all the tunnels dug out by now. And I think it looks kind of amazing, to be honest, because, well, it was an awful lot of hard work anyway, and dedication, mostly. And, like, of course, I can show you as well a little bit of the insides of the chests themselves. Not all of them, just the first 4 or so. Because, well, I kind of want to show you guys exactly how those look. And, of course, we got, well, plenty, I guess. Not as much diamonds in this one, but an awful lot of redstone. And that's amazing because we're going to need it anyway. Over here, we got plenty more diamonds, I guess, and a little bit of the redstone again as well. Over here, even more diamonds and more deep slate, more of the redstone again as well, of course. And over here, a little bit again. So there was one of them. I kind of forgot this one. We got 69 giggity. We got 69 diamond deep slate ore, and I'm so happy about us. But I'm losing my words at the moment. I don't know why that is, but I am. Well, what I'm going to do, because of course we got all the chests until that one and until the one all the way in the back over there, all filled with all our ores. So of course over here a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that, and of course even on this side a little bit more like that, and so on. So what I want to do is collect them all, put them all in a shulker box maybe if I got some left. I doubt that I got any left. I mean, I got 64 from Def again, but I think I am out of shulker boxes already just by mining, and that's just this area. And I haven't even done the back yet. So, I mean, come on. Alright, so this is all we have gotten. So I will sort them so you can see exactly how much we got. Alright, so those are all the ore we've gotten. And of course I cannot pick up my shulker box right now, otherwise we'll lose it. But still, I mean, we got plenty and I really, really love it. So of course we're not gonna do nothing with it. I mean, come on, we cannot do nothing with it now, do we? So what I want to do, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm exactly going to do this. I think I'm gonna just make a big blob or just a box probably, because that's maybe a little bit easier for me. I'm gonna do that right over there, I guess. All right, so what we are going to do today, and of course we're gonna mine it up as well. I really feel like doing that. So that's a thing. I am pretty sure that I'm gonna need to fly this one just a little bit, because otherwise I think we're not gonna get back to the top again, of course. And well, I'm totally fine with it, I guess. But still, I mean, come on. So let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. Let's just do 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shall we do 9? I think that's gonna be alright, no, isn't it? So 9, 2, 3, I already lost count anyway. That's totally fine. So we're gonna do a 9er, or whatever it's called, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna fill this in as well, so it's gonna be all filled up as well, so that's good. Not entirely sure how high this one is gonna be, but I'm pretty sure it is gonna be a little bit higher than I think. It's mostly gonna be redstone, but I'm gonna do the cherry on the top, I guess. So the redstone is gonna be on top, and well, we'll see how we're going to do this exactly, but so far it's gonna take a long time to get this done. So of course, like you could imagine, it took me about 20 minutes to get it all done and over with. So after the 20 minutes, we are also going to chop it down as well. And I'm gonna do that right away after this time lapse. So we get the time lapses back to back. And of course, then we get it done. And of course, just chopping down all of the ores again. And we had to make some stops, of course, in the meantime to get some blocks out of it. And of course, it took about 40 minutes to chop it all down again. So it was about another hour just to get this done. So of course, like you can imagine, it took about 25 hours so far in this episode. A little bit longer if you count all the talking and stuff, and just the other stuff around it, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot of work, of course. No, I'm totally fine with that. And of course, what we got, and it didn't even fit all into a choco box, like you could imagine. So we're gonna place it down over here. And of course, well, I kind of want to throw those all out like that. So we got all of that. Now the lapis I don't care too much for anyway. It might be useful for buildings and stuff. I don't know. I never use it too much, but still, you never know. And of course, what we got is mostly redstone anyway, which is amazing. And almost 2.5 stacks of diamond blocks. Almost 2 stacks of the raw gold, and almost a full stack of blocks of iron. Now, of course, you might think like those are not many of them. Well, the thing about it, of course, is because we were at negative 59 all the way downstairs. Mostly we could have gotten were the diamonds and the redstone, so that is why we got an awful lot of redstone, of course. Now what I do want to do before I continue on the mine anyway, or anyway anything anyway, I don't know, I'm not gonna do it anymore on a video, of course. But of course, like what I want to do is downstairs the backside yet. That's the thing I want to do before I start on anything else, like on the other layers, I guess. But after I got this layer done, or at least the backside over here, of course, done, then I'm gonna be done with all of this. Now the chests were just here because of those ores for the 24 hours mining, and I'm gonna place them everywhere because I don't need them. But what I want to do, and that's just in my free time or whenever I feel like it, just mine out a little bit of areas. And I think I'm gonna start all the way on the top just to see how much it is different, of course. So that's kind of a thing I really want to figure out. And well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be mostly more iron or anything, or maybe some more gold. I don't know anyway, but everything will be a little bit different than what we got so far right now. And of course, I see the redstone in the back over there, and I'm gonna collect that later. I just didn't want it to count in anything we done over here, so well, I didn't. Now of course we will get a lot of the tough veins, I guess, or anything like that, like the veins from inside of the tuff full with either it's gonna be copper, I think, or iron. It's one of the above. I don't really know for sure, but at least that's something we might get some more iron for, I guess. I don't know. Depends on if we can get that way thanks to the stuff. But I do believe that we will have more tunnel issues instead of lava issues later on when the higher we go anyway. So that's kind of useful, I guess, because, well, placing a block is not as much of work, of course. I mean, I had an awful lot of lava issues, like right over here, of course. Like, I think we can get rid of a little bit, but still, like if you go to the size and stuff. Are you joking? How is this a thing? Like, oh, there we go. Finally, jeez. I was thinking, like, am I just going insane by now? But of course, like you could imagine, we got a lot of this going on. Okay, now I know why I couldn't break it up. I always try to middle click those things, of course, which I cannot do like that with the fortune pickaxe, which is totally fine. But we had an awful lot of lava issues, of course, which you could imagine, which is totally fine anyway. I don't care. I even had to get the dynamic lighting to work again, because like you could imagine, it doesn't really work out too well if you don't see inside of a mine, I guess. So therefore, of course, I needed to figure something out like that. And I fixed it, I guess. I did. But I'm gonna place this over here for now because I don't need it. But yeah, I'm glad about the dynamic lighting we got later on. You may even have noticed that inside of the time-lapse itself, or at least the compilation mostly, I could say, I guess. Alright, so of course we got the mining part done for today. Now, I'm not ever going to do this like 24 hours thing again for such a thing like this. Mostly because it's very exhausting, even though most people will not get that, I guess. I mean, just mining 1 hour each day would have taken me almost a month to get it done, so I didn't want to do that. So I had days where I had to work 3 days or 3 hours, I mean. I some days didn't even want to do that, so I didn't. And that is of course why it took a little bit longer. And to be honest, I'm kind of fine with it. Alright, so but now I did sort them a little bit better, I guess. I added everything into blocks as well, the ones we didn't have yet. Which were in here, of course. So we got an awful lot more, even. Which is amazing. We almost got 3 full stacks of diamond blocks, which I very much love, to be honest. I'm glad about that part. Now, of course, with the redstone as well. Well, I do need a redstone box. Shulker box, of course. And I think I'm gonna need 2 by now, thanks to this. But since I ran out of shulker boxes, like this one is full with just slime blocks. Thanks to TimeArchitect, of course. So, well, we got plenty of shulker boxes. They're just all full. Well, I just found a little bit of a hidden stash. I was thinking, like, it were about 52 shulker boxes I used so far. I was like, I needed to have a little bit more of them. So I figured out I did. So I was looking for them because I lost them. But I put them with the dirt. Well, I didn't have any dirt in the meantime. So yeah, I kind of forgot about it. So now we can finally just do a little bit of our stuff in there. It's like, I think I'm gonna just do all of those. So what I'm gonna do is take this one with me in my ender chest like this. So I always have access to them. As well as to the emeralds, of course, because we might need them as well later on. And if anyone else needs something, then we might be able to give them a little bit of the things if they need something. Of course, because, well, we don't really care about stuff over here too much, I guess. At least I don't. So what I'm also gonna do is I did all of those, I guess, in here. So we got an awful lot. Now, those I will keep in here because I don't care. Those will leave in here. Those I will leave in here. And I'll make like a real redstone box later on. Because right now we don't have much. But later on I will get access and add it all into something. So for now we're gonna do it like that. You know, all of those chests over here are also filled up with just deep slated stuff. So what I'm gonna do right now is get most of them, or at least as much as we can, into all of the shulker boxes. And let's just see how many of the shulkers or how many of the chests we got left afterwards. Well, so I just filled in all the other ones I got left at the moment. I asked for 64 of them and I got 64 of them. So those are all filled up with a lot of deep slate. Over here, we got another row. And of course, all of those chests are full. An awful lot of those are still full with tough, gravel, and a lot of deep slate as well. And on top, well, we got rid of those rows over here and this one over here as well. So this one isn't in use at the moment, so I got rid of the text as well. Now, all of the other ones, are all full or almost full. Like this one's almost full, this one's almost full, and this one is just for the variation of blocks and stuff. So, well, we got plenty of deep slate at least, so if we're gonna work with those, we're fine. And once the update comes out, we will work with a lot of tough as well, because I have a project in mind that I do want to do with an awful lot of the new blocks. Now, I need to start on the design just yet, but it's gonna be a bigger build and not much of a mega build, I guess, because, well, I'm not really into that at the moment because I don't know how to do it too well. But to be honest, I do believe that we can get it all done. We will get a bigger build done, but well, like I said, it's gonna take a little bit of time, of course, at least until like the next update comes out, and I will try and work on it into the snapshots already. But therefore, I had to fix this episode, of course, and I gotta work on the next episode as well, which will not be that project, of course. So we're gonna do some things in between, I guess. So we're gonna do a mega build-ish, because I'm gonna try and make it bigger and make it the centerpiece for a new area that I want to work on. And I will explain it later once I get started on it, of course. And I got some certain other things in mind, but I do believe I want to do that around that certain piece that I want to build. But I can't do that until I figure out how big it is going to be. So we're not going to do that yet. For next episode, we're going to do something else. I'm not entirely sure what it is just yet, but we will figure it out. And I'm going to try and upload a little bit more often again. By now, it took a little bit of weeks from time to time to get an episode done, which is kind of amazing as well. But getting the episodes out might be nice as well. So of course, I want to build something else out as well, and that's gonna be for the villagers, and that is because, well, we need some villagers. Now, of course, in the meantime, I have been working on them, like you might notice on the netherrack track. Well, that's kind of weird to say, netherrack track. Well, it's fine. So we jumped them down over here. I thought we could just let them fall, but we couldn't. So I had to add some of the slime blocks over here, of course, to make sure that they didn't die. So I got some villagers in here. It's not a lot yet. We got 5 in here for now. And I will add more later. This is just a box for now, of course. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to make a little bit of a trading area, I guess, just for the masons, because I need masons to get easy access to the blocks. And I think I'm going to need something else, just something to loop the trades again. Like with the Fletchers, maybe? No, with the librarians, I believe. I'm gonna need to do that with the librarians. Just to get the glass or something. And just turn it back into something else and get it back into that. I don't know how it actually works. Or maybe with the bookshelves themselves we could do that as well, because I do notice that we can do that. What we need is a lot of gold, therefore, well, luckily we got some gold. Now, of course, we're gonna need a lot of potions of weakness as well, and I'll be working on that in the meantime as well, probably. And well, the first priority is, of course, the next build. Alright, so with all of this said and done, I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. Give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Welcome back to the TheRaidingViking server. My name is JustPows, and today we're going to build up a market area. And of course, for now, what we're going to do as well is we're going to keep it close. And then it's going to be right over here. And I got an idea of what I want to do, and therefore I'm gonna get rid of most of the trees, of course. And later on, because, well, this is just the beginning anyway. This is just the start of expanding a little bit, because of course it is close to my starter home, and that's fine because, well, it's a starter area over here as well, where we will trade with masons and with lectern people. I forgot their names again. What are they called? Librarians? Yes. Okay, so of course the librarians and of course the masons will be over here somewhere, and therefore I got some of the things already over here. The villagers, I had led them from there all the way over here. Now soon I will have to remove this because, well, I'll be working in this area, of course, but I will just put them somewhere over there maybe, or somewhere over there. I don't know, I'll figure something out. But well, that's just the way we're gonna start out this time. So of course it will not be as wonky as it is right now. I got something in mind what I want to do, and I think it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a start of something bigger. And with that said, of course, it's gonna be something like over here. All of this will be filled in somewhat, and later on we will lead out over here. And over here, I don't know yet what to do at shore or at the dock, because I want to build something like a dock over here or something, and maybe probably on the other side as well later on. But that's for some other time, and you will figure that out soon after I build up everything over here. I think it's gonna be amazing at least, and therefore, of course, we gotta get some resources, and with some I mean a lot. It's more than I anticipated anyway, so that's good. So yeah, we gotta do a little bit of terraforming, probably not too much anyway, I think. I don't know for sure. I'll figure something out. So yeah, I want to start out a little bit easy, and hey chicken, and start out just by gathering all of the resources before we even start on that side and stuff. And one of the other things that I really feel like I need to do is get rid of all of this, because, well, it's stupid. It doesn't have to be over here anyway. We're not gonna need it yet, so I'm totally fine with it not being here. And yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of those fences as well, like over here, at least until here. I'll leave those, I guess, but over here everything can be gone. I don't need them. I think I got something else in mind that's better, so I'm gonna change this up a little bit as well. And well, yeah, I think it's kind of useless to have this, even though it's just an island. So yeah, I mean, we don't need to separate everything exactly. So I'm gonna try and just get it a little bit more together over here as well. And of course, the best reason for making a whole location over here for just the market stand stuff is mostly just because I don't want to do the same thing I always do. And of course, with that said, in my solo survival world, I did it like this. And to be honest, it is useful, I get that, but still, I mean, it's a lot better to do it a little bit less of them. I will figure something out to get more of them in one go somewhere else. But I'm not ever going to do it like this again, because this is just all cramped up and stuff. It's kind of silly, I gotta be honest. I want to explore the world. I want to create a lot more inside of my world and create more than just, well, something as silly as this one, of course. Now, of course, you might notice it's somewhat big still, and I do love this place. I gotta be honest with that part. But I mean, I'm gonna do it a lot different in the Forever SMP, because, well, I don't know. I want to at least make everything have meaning, and if it doesn't have meaning, it's totally fine as well. But maybe later on, I guess. For now, I want everything to have meaning, and I will add some more stuff later on as well for an awful lot of the villagers. Like, we're gonna get butchers, we're gonna get the brewing stand people, like over here, all of those, of course. And we're gonna get every single one of them anyway, just to get everything done, like the farmers as well. But instead of making like the farmers farm everything themselves, I want to do something totally different. Or maybe they can still get it all themselves, but we're gonna do it in a different way. So they're not gonna be cramped up in a 9x9 location or something. They're gonna be like in a field or so maybe. And of course they can't leave there, but they might get to use in there instead, and with a silo or anything, something like that. So of course that is kind of my plan a little bit, just at least to get everything a little bit more of a meaning. Like, of course, over here as well, we got all of our animals over here at the moment, but this is just for the starter location. Later on, we will just make fields of all of those, the potatoes, the carrots, the wheat, everything will get their own location. Even the beetroot, even though I don't ever use them for nothing, I will still get it because, well, I just want to get every single thing done. Now for the animals as well, they will not stay in here forever. Like, this is just for the beginning, it's just for the starter. Oh, of course. So later on, I will change this up as well, and they will get a more freedom life, I guess. And of course, I will still breed them and stuff, but maybe just some of them somewhere in the back. Somewhere in the black market, I guess. I don't know. Something like that instead, because, well, I don't know how else to do it exactly. Alright, so for now, it's time to get the resources. And of course, therefore, well, we're gonna need a little bit of a lot of stuff. Now, I did use an awful lot of stone as well for once. So yeah, I mean, I haven't really been busy getting stone. I got some, but I mean, if that's all, we're gonna have a problem. So of course, for now, all we need to do is gather all the resources, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. And afterwards, I'll be back. Alright, so in the meantime of gathering all the resources, I did notice one thing, and that is that I really am in the need of some farms. Like, for example, the wool. I mean, gathering it through a little bit of the sheep stuff we got left, it's not as fast as I wished for it to be. Now, of course, we still got it all done, of course, but it took a little bit longer of time because I need to AFK a little bit of times. Thanks to the sheep mostly, and for the cows and stuff as well, because I need leather. So I need to get some cows somewhere in one spot, I guess. Something like that. And of course, yeah, getting a little bit of the other resources was quite easy, since we had an awful lot of it anyway. I had to mine a little bit more of the stone and stuff, which was totally fine. And of course, a little bit of the mud and stuff, which is why I built up a quick and simple mud farm, because, well, we needed about 5 stacks or so. I really didn't want to do it all just by hand. So I decided to make a mud farm real quick, and we're finally done. And we got all of the resources right now, even brown mushrooms. Alright, so for now, of course, we got all of the resources and we got it all planned out right now. And of course, one of the first things I need to do is remove the villagers from here, get them aside, and I'll do that real quick. Alright, so the villagers are all over here right now. Now, of course, we're gonna need more. Not entirely sure how much more we need, but at least a couple more at least. So we will get them out through here as well, but I will try it some other way. I think if you just place some rails down below and he falls onto it, I don't think they're gonna get damaged now, do they? Well, I'll just figure that out later. So for now, what I've done is I got rid of all the trees and most, or anyway, not all of it, of course. Most of all the ferns and the stuff and the things, the grass. I just started digging out a little bit of an area over here where I want to work on. Like over here, I want to get some more things, like markstands and stuff, of course. This one will be a little bit more busy, I think. It's more for the librarians and stuff. And up above, I want to do some masons. It's not going to be as many of them, but just to keep in mind, of course, since it is the beginning or the starter area, it's not going to be big. And later on, we will expand out that way. That's why I want to go over there, get a dock over here and on the other side, of course. And of course, later on, this whole mountain will be dug out, and we'll make a main area, I guess, where I want to make my more permanent, or at least the next base, so to speak. And it's gonna be a big one, I think. So it's not gonna be much of a mega base, but it is gonna be quite a bit bigger than anything like this. And even then, of course, it's gonna be, well, it might just be a mega base. I'm not entirely sure. So of course we got it all dug out for now, and of course we're gonna also add a bridge to it to get to that side anyway. We haven't gotten anything to get over there yet. So what I want to do is build up a bridge over here. And of course, once this is all dug up and stuff, well, we will get a little bit of an area over here just to get there by walking. And of course, when we got 2 docks, like on this side and on that side, well, we're not gonna build a bridge through the docks now, do we? So the bridge will be all the way on this side, and I think it will work out quite nicely. The bridge is, I got a little bit of a thing in mind, which is gonna be a little bit different than I'm used to. So it might be amazing, but it may also suck, and I don't know. But I'm gonna try my best at least and get it done. So with all that said, let's get started on time lapse right now. Alright, so there you have it for the time lapse, and of course, like you might notice over here, I tried to do even a little bit of more of a design, I guess. It's not perfect, I get that, but it's better than nothing for now. And I might fix it up later with something else entirely. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I mean, I do like it, but it may be a little bit simple. Now, the one that I do like is this path. I really like it. I really love it. I used it on the other side as well. On this side, a little bit different, I guess. More flat and stuff. And I'm totally fine with it because I really love it. Now, I included brown mushroom blocks or stems or whatever it's called. And I really enjoyed that because, well, it blinds. Well, it's just amazing. It looks good together. Something like that. So what I did do is add a little bit of the jungle wood blank thingies. What is it called? Buttons. I'm struggling with words today. So I added a little bit of the jungle. Never mind. So what I decided to do as well, since I wanted to add leaves, I got an awful lot of the oak leaves, of course, in here. So I added a little bit of the jungle leaves in here as well. I sprinkled it in everywhere, I guess. Because I really enjoy it quite a bit better with that, because it gives it a little bit more of a vibe, I guess. Something like it. I'm not gonna talk about vibes again. So of course what I've done as well is just a small patch over here, just because I didn't really want to add it all until like against the thing. So I mean, just to have this open or something, I think it looks a little bit better. Otherwise it was gonna be a little bit stupid, I guess. And of course I did a little bit of a different thing over here, where I added this block instead and a black stone button, and of course some stairs. Instead of getting the stairs over here as well, I decided to do them one higher because it looks a lot better, I think. So I did that with every one of them, and there I get the button because I like the buttons. I think it looks a little bit better with a button, although it does look like a face, doesn't it? It's a big nose and two eyes and stuff. Now, of course, I haven't put in the villagers yet. I'm gonna do that real quick soon. But I first want to talk a little bit about it, because otherwise I'm gonna be frustrated. Because I want to get to the barrels instead of the lecterns probably. I did want to add the barrels in later. And I can remove them again, of course, if I really need to. But I do not fancy that, to be honest. So yeah, if I can just not do that, it'll be fine. Go. So of course we got some honey blocks underneath all those things. So like right here, of course, you cannot jump, or they cannot jump. They cannot get out of here, and that's good. Up top as well with a different kind of stand. I decided to do two different kind of stands, since this is for the lectern people thingies, the librarian stuff things, and well, I'm probably, no promises, but probably gonna use those bookshelves as well to just leave the books in if I get some more of them in one go, I guess. It's not just for the books, by the way. Well, literally for the books maybe, because I want to get bookshelves and sell the books again and that kind of stuff, something like that. So that's something that I want to do. Now of course we need to get them all to level 1 or 1 emerald each, I think, something like that I want to do. Now I did add an awful lot of storage everywhere. Why did I do it? Well, mostly to fill up the areas, of course, and I think it looks good because, well, they're gonna need to stock their stuff and things, I guess. So yeah, I mean, why not? We got a lot of them, and I gotta be honest, I like it. And of course, if we go upstairs over here, now on the left side, I don't know if you've seen it so far. I'll get back to that later. But I decided to add something that I've never done before, since I never used the armor stand mod, of course. I added a well as well. Okay, so there's a creeper in there, but I still need to add it in the water. I didn't do it yet, and that's why I got some of the scaffolding over here, because I don't want to, well, fall in there, especially with a creeper there. So yeah, we got some of the stuff over there right now. The later one will fill it in with water. Now, of course, We got some of the signs and stuff. I probably will use them for the block types and stuff, because this is for the masons, of course, like you might notice. I tried to divide them at least, so I think it will work out like this. They cannot go out from this side, and only I can go out from this side anyway, so that's good. Now, of course, we will use the signs, probably maybe add some armor stand stuffs over here. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe not, maybe we will. We'll figure it out. And of course, a lot of storage again as well, and of course an awful lot of benches. And I think I got rid of the stuff, the coal or whatever. I got rid of it. I didn't like it, and yeah, I think this looks a lot better. And of course, well, we also got a thing over here. I did do the string invisible, so I mean, that's better because we used it quite a bit also inside of the mine, of course. So doing it like this, I think is a lot better, so you don't see them all the time. So of course we got a little bit of a patio thingy over here then, I guess. And well, I think it's amazing. It's a simple design, but I like it. And I even sprinkled in a lot of the polished deep slate, or the words are hard. The polished andesite, of course, I mean, jeez. So I made sure that everything is lit up quite nicely. We got plenty of lights in here as well anyway, and I do like that quite a bit. This path leads nowhere, and that's totally fine for now. I'm not entirely sure where I'm gonna lead it to anyway. And of course over here I added a little bit more berry bushes, just because, well, I felt like I needed to do something. So of course, second to last, of course, the bridge. Well, to be honest, we'll go in F4 freecam. I like this simple design. The roof, I'm not entirely sure about it, to be honest. It's a little bit too much maybe, but I try to make something out of it anyway. And it's something else than what I'm used to building anyway, so that's good, I guess. I tried something new, at least. It's a new kind of style. I've never used something like this before. I've never worked with anything like this before. So I think for the first try, it is okay. It's not great, I get that. I might change it up later anyway. I'm not entirely sure at all. But yeah, I do like it. Now, of course, if we go over here, and I'm probably gonna use a armor stand again to get someone over here. It's like telescopes, well, like on a pier or anything like that. You can't use them, of course. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I even locked them, so I can't grab it by accident. All of them. And I like it. I mean, it's facing left. This one is facing slightly right. And this one is going full right. Like, it doesn't really matter. I did want to like point it up as well. But what are you gonna look at? I mean, come on. So of course that is just about it on this location. Now the next thing I really want to do is get some villagers in here. Now I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a struggle, but we will figure something out, I guess. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back afterwards because, well, I'm not gonna bring you along with the big struggle. Alright, so for now we got all of the villagers in, and well, I think they want each other's job side. So he wants that one, he wants that one, I guess. I don't know what that's all about. But at least we got them all into like 1 instead of 10 a clay ball, so we can get them easily, I'd say. Not entirely sure if we will use this one to get lower or get some stock again or whatever it's all about. I really don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess. Let's just mend my tools, I guess, in the meantime, because, well, we have been busy over there. Up above I had a whole platform and stuff. I may have a screenshot of it. And of course, with that said, we also got a farmer up there because, well, we needed apples and this was the fastest way to get in. So the other 2 villagers that we had, the farmers, of course, for the breeding, they both didn't get apples but pumpkin pie. So yeah, we had to get another one, and I'm totally fine with it. I will get rid of the other things and stuff in a little bit, of course. But first things I want to do first, of course, is just get a little bit more emeralds because, well, I don't have much at the moment. Well, this is all I got. But I did them without the books, like not enchanting books or stuff. So I don't know. I didn't feel the need for it. Like right now, I'm not entirely sure if he will get me whatever I want anyway. Same goes for you, of course, buddy. But if they do, like this, of course, they get the books. So 1 bookshelf is 1 emerald. And 1 book, of course, is 1 emerald again. So all the books that we got from them, and I can't use my thing, so I'm only gonna do 2, will get us like 6 books. So that's kind of useful because, well, 6 books is 6 of them. Again, I meant this one, of course, is 6 of the emeralds again. And then with the 6 emeralds, I can get 6 bookshelves again. And each bookshelf, you get like 3 books, I guess. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of useful, and that goes for both of them anyway. So I did try and do that, just the paper and the emeralds for the bookshelves. All of them for the for each of them anyway. And those emeralds from the librarians is mostly going to be for the masons anyway. But still, I wanted to make a little place for them instead of like what I've shown in my old world. Or in the, I don't have any lights on anymore. Now, of course, this may have been a little bit overkill. I don't know. I mean, I don't care. Anyway, like, I really love to build something like this. And it has meaning. And not everything. Some things are just for detailing and stuff, of course. But I like it. I'm glad that I did what I did. And of course, we got an awful lot done now today. And I think that's gonna be it for today. Because, well, just the villagers took me about 2 hours or so to get this done. If not longer, I do not know for sure, to be honest. But I'm very glad about the progress we made today. And we will do more later, of course. Maybe I need to fix this. Just put 1 more over there, I guess. But still, I mean, we got this all done. Later on, we will expand over here to the dock or make up a dock or anything. It's not going to be, especially in like the next episode or so. We will figure it out, but I still need to think on what I'm going to do exactly. Over here, I got an idea. By the time I was done over here, I got something in mind, like a dock over there, dock over here, but to connect them somewhat over here and get some containers, maybe some cranes and stuff. Something like that is the intention at the moment. There's not going to be promises about it, of course. And also this bridge, I needed to light it up a little bit on the other side. Otherwise, well, I'm pretty sure they would have died by now, but they're not, so that's good. And of course, well, we got stuff for that anyway, so yeah, that's good. But I do like the bridge, by the way, and I'm not entirely sure about it though. I still have some things in mind that I think I want changed, but that's gonna be for some other time, of course, as well. Alright, so with all of this said and done, I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. Give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Alright, welcome back to the SMP server. My name is JoshPost, and today, well, we're gonna do it a little bit differently, I guess. And that is because, well, I didn't really enjoy the way I was working. I mean, I have been gone for a little bit. You may have noticed it. You may not have, because I started a brand new channel. Where I was going to upload those videos, and that's what I did, of course. And the reason therefore is because, well, I didn't really like the other account no more. The YouTube channel was kind of compromised by the fact, like, I was using something. I forgot what it's called. Promotions. That is what I was using. Well, I didn't really enjoy that too much because, well, everything seemed fake. Everything seemed a little bit weird. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it because all the subs felt fake, and the watch time felt fake, the views, everything. Except for the SMP server though, because, well, those I started later on, and with those I didn't do any promotions, only for the solo survival world, and that's why I kept those videos on that YouTube channel. It's now called Joshy Powers Archive, and, well, this one is just gonna be called Joshy Powers, and I already fixed that all about a month or 2 ago, I guess. So that's all done now, and I love it, but that's why I have been gone, I guess, because, well, it felt like I was starting all over again, which I do actually, but brand new. I'm pretty sure this is the way to go, because promotions, they kind of sucked. So I'm not gonna do those anymore. And with that said, of course, let's get started on the video. So of course, one of the things that I've done in the meantime is preparing some of the villagers, and with some of them, I mean all of them, with the enchantments that I need. So like every single one we got done. I even got a spreadsheet therefore or something like that on Excel, so of course, just to make sure that I got all of them. I used this one in the solo survival world as well, so I reused it. So I just renamed it and stuff. I just made a copy of it, I guess, so that's kind of useful. So that's what I've done. And of course, well, we got all of them done now. The only thing I gotta do yet is get them all to 1 emerald or something close to it anyway. That's only the thing that I really care for. I even got the cursed ones, like you may have seen on the spreadsheet that I've shown. But yeah, I think I did great over here. Now, of course, they're all up in the air, so yeah. I almost fell down because I want to go backwards right away. But they're all in the air over here, of course. And that is, of course, I need to know how to work my buttons. It's been a while since I played Minecraft, I gotta be honest with that part. It's been about, well, pretty sure a month or maybe 2 even that I played Minecraft, because I've been busy with myself a little bit, because, well, I had to take care of a little bit of things on myself. So we prepared this one. We got 2 new water streams over here to push them further into the middle, I guess. I'm not even sure, to be honest, if they're working yet, or still. And yes, they are. Dang it. Well, I need to get some more. Well, not this many. Dang, I need to fix that. But I'm gonna change some of those villagers over there. I'm gonna change them out to books and bookshelves. Some are only for the bookshelves and not the books, and I need them for both to get more emeralds, of course. So that's the thing I really want to do. And you may notice, I'm not sure if you will notice it yet, of course, but I'm gonna try and do, well, the videos a little bit differently. I'm gonna be more talking, because that's the thing I like most about those videos, and you may myself. You may not, but that's, well, too bad, I guess. I want to work a little bit on anything the way I like to. I felt kind of burned out because I felt like I had to do everything just the way everyone else does it, and I'm not gonna do that anymore because I really didn't enjoy that myself. So yeah, that's kind of done and over with. And right now, like, I was supposed to plan a new build and stuff, and I was working on that area. But I went that big that I really didn't like it anymore. So yeah, I neglected that, but we might still do it, or bits of it. But I kind of want to do it more. I'm gonna try at least. And do more things on stream and record and stream at the same time. Of course, I found a way to get it without the overlay. So if I press that button as well, because I didn't, of course, right now, I can, well, film both of them, I guess, record both of them, whatever you want to call it, I guess. I can record both with and without thumbnail or the back thingies, what it's called, without the overlays. That's what I mean. Jeez. So I can just do both of them at the same time, which is amazing. So that's the thing that I really want to do. And well, yeah, that's something I will do, of course. So I want to try that out anyway, because, well, I know myself a little bit too much. I think of something right now and I change my mind tomorrow, or maybe even in 10 minutes. I don't know. I know myself a little bit too well, where I know that I can mess things up. I say something and I do something entirely different, except for when I promise something, of course. But I'm not gonna promise you anything anyway. So yeah, that works, I guess, because I always keep my promises, and I'm not gonna promise you guys anything at all. So of course, for now, the first thing that I really want to do is get rid of those. I can just hit them from this angle. That's good. Because if I do this, this will block them from the beds, which will make sure that they will not make any more babies. So that's kind of a useful thing, I guess. That's what I figured out someday. When I was building this, I didn't even realize that was a thing. But since it is, well, that's kind of useful. So I'm loving that, of course. And, well, I'm gonna try and do things a little bit better. I still need to build up some farms and stuff, which I will do off camera. I'm probably not even gonna do anything like a time-lapse or anything on it, because I think that's a waste of time. And, well, one of the things that I really want to do is build more on stream, probably. I'm not streaming right now. This is just a welcome back video, I guess, because, well, it's been a little bit of time. There is not gonna be any building and stuff. I just want to give you guys the heads up for the future videos because, well, first of all, they're not gonna be too many of them, I guess. I need a lot more time for my videos. First things first, well, I got a lot on my mind at the moment, so I don't have the time to do anything every single time. So, like, when I was building a lot of stuff, like the paths over here, I was thinking about something and I created it, and I am really loving this place. I'm gonna do that more impulsive building, I gotta say. I noticed one thing of myself, and it's a bad thing and a good thing. A little bit of both, I guess. I can be kind of impulsive, and with that said, of course, well, let's just work with it for once instead of against it, because I always need to myself to, well, work on anything and plan anything, but that's not my way to go. I didn't like it, and I kind of changed it up. So we will make smaller builds probably in videos, and we will, well, just create something that I love at that time. And sometimes it might suck, that's a possibility, and, well, we're just gonna deal with it, I guess. So yeah, that's a good thing. One of those things that I really need to do, of course, is get more bridges around. I need more lighting around, I need more life around. So kind of a thing that I'm thinking about right now. That is my impulsive thinking. That's one of those things. I'm not gonna do it today because, well, it's a little bit later now, and I was just like, I really need to do something about the video, but not all the way until it's done. I'm gonna write it down right now because, well, otherwise I'm gonna forget it. Get a sign, and we're just gonna do it like this: a path into the forest leading to a small house with a garden. That's something I got in mind right now, and it's gonna be a small build. And there's gonna be probably a villager, maybe two. And, well, that's something I really feel like I need to do. Now, of course, like I said before, I'm not gonna do that right now, or not in this episode anyway. But I wrote it down, of course, and I'm thinking about building it soon. Of course, after this episode. But still, I really want to build it up and just make a small area out of it and get some more things or smaller things going on around to get more life into the world around me, since everybody is just about far away from me, which is totally fine, of course, but it gives me a little bit more room to create something else instead as well. And one of those things is going to be this one, of course, with a small path leading to a small house. Well, a small house, whatever. But still, it's gonna be happening soon. So for now, that was just about it for today's episode. I know it's a lot of talking and a lot of things going on, I guess. Sorry about that part, but I'm still learning to get my way back into this, I guess. It's been, like I said, about 2 months or so. And, well, I really didn't know what to expect for myself. I really don't know what to do at the moment as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do it step by step, and we'll figure it out, I guess. So even though it might be a little bit of a different episode, I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Welcome back to the TheRaidingViking server. My name is Josh, and today we're going to start out by building that house we were talking about in the last episode. So of course, if you do need a reminder, we're going to build a path into the forest leading to a small house with a garden. Now, what I've done so far is I've gathered a little bit of resources that we are going to need for the build, or what I want to use for the build. I'm not entirely sure because, well, I just grabbed some stuff. I was like, you know what, I can maybe make something good out of it. Now, of course, it's not going to be done in one go, of course, so that's something. So I'm going to need glass, I'm going to need doors, I'm going to need, well, a little bit of other stuff as well, I guess, to get something good out of it. But I wanted to start with those resources I've got in my inventory at this time. And I want to make sure to, well, get started at least on a layout, maybe the same what I've done with this build when I was building it. And the only thing that I might just need is a little bit of netherrack, just to make sure and get an outline done before I start building. So of course, like I said in the last episode, we're gonna build it right over here next to the water, or at least somewhere in the surrounding area, I guess. Most certainly, I think it's gonna be around here. And then of course we will somewhat connect it, or maybe get rid of all those trees, something like that, with a way to get to the water. And of course the path will lead all the way like that until the house and stuff. And of course later on we might get something else done as well in the surrounding area and make something more beautiful out of it. But of course, like I said, I want to get started on a small house. Now of course, like I said as well, I've been really much dealing with it a little bit too much, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna build. And the reason therefore, of course, is because, well, I'm just gonna do something. Alright, so where I want to build exactly, I'm not sure. I think this is more flat at least. So, is that fine? It is fine. Oh. Well, that I just noticed, of course. Alright, this comes as a surprise to me. I mean, I didn't even realize this was a thing. It was over here anyway. Okay. That's amazing, I gotta be honest. So, you know, that's right over here. I'm gonna build right over here, I think. Well, that's useful because now we can get this in the build as well. Like, do something with it, dig it out, I guess. It's gonna be a big location and probably, or maybe at least, I'm not sure. The whole location will be dug out, quite a big hole in the surrounding area, of course. Now, of course, if I want to get the archaeology thing done, and that means like the surrounding area will be dug up, and if I build it right over here, that might be a problem. But you know what? We're just gonna do it because I can think of something afterwards anyway. And maybe we are lucky enough and it will not be a problem. I don't know, but I'm kind of willing to figure it out so far. So let me get rid of some of those trees and I'll get back to you. Alright, so the first thing I have done is build up somewhat like a layout. I did this yesterday evening. Now I'm not even sure about if I'm gonna do it like this. Maybe I gotta make an extra level on this side, and this side will be just like this, I guess, or something alike, I guess. I'm not entirely sure just yet. I was thinking like maybe you get a roof like a little bit more like that. Of course, it's gonna be a little bit better than what it is right now. This is just something to keep my mind on it, to at least try it out, I guess, and see what it will look like. Well, like right now it does look good, but I know it will look smoother and a lot better when I get the real blocks in, I guess. Now, of course, I was thinking about making a little bit of a small house. Now, this is still a small house, I believe. And of course, like over here, we got some front doors. Over here, I want to make a bedroom. And I think I might even place 2 beds in here or something I like. I'm not entirely sure, but we might also just, I don't know, do even a little bit wider because I want to get 2 villagers in here, or at least in this area. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep them safe or anything, or keep them somewhere where nobody else can get. Like maybe, I'm not entirely sure, but maybe like a wheat farm or something, and just make sure that he can't go out and they can't come in, like the zombies and stuff. So what I also might just do is like that. Maybe get 2 beds just aligned over here, like they're together or whatever. I'm fine with that. And get something else like chests or something, or barrels or whatever in here, armor stands maybe, something like that. So a little bit wider might just do the trick. Now, of course, it's gonna be still like that, I guess, and over here like that. But over here, of course, it's gonna be 1 wider again. And that's just like why I like to do it like this, I guess. I don't know. Is it still gonna be? I think it's better if I do it like that then. And of course, this one has to be a little bit more room as well, because this will be the kitchen, of course, and you have at least 2 wide to walk around, I guess. Because, well, we will get some shelving probably, and some furnaces and chests maybe, or also barrels and that kind of things. I'm not that sure, something like that. I kind of like to do it like this so I know exactly what I'm doing, or what I have in mind or had in mind before. Like over here, I wanted to do the door over here. Maybe I'll just do it like, whoop, do it like this or something. I'm not sure. This one can be gone as well, I guess. Well, I don't think so. Oh, we'll figure it out. So this is just a pre-design, I guess. So it's gonna be over here, of course. This is just the first progress. And of course, for now, I'm just gonna try out some things. And I might take you with me on it, and maybe I don't. So I'm just gonna keep recording and maybe explain a little bit of why I do the things I do. So yeah, let's continue on the build. Alright, so just a quick update for now. What I done is got some more of those. I got some more beams in here as well. And I started on the roof just over here. And I got my horse over here because, well, riding it is more important than flying, I guess. I don't have my wings on me anymore and I like that better. So what I did is try and design a little bit of a roof. And I think this one looks quite smooth. So I'm gonna go with this for now. And if I think of something else, of course, I will try and fix it. But for now, I think I want to do it like this. Of course, I have to put in every other wall first. But after that, I want to see how it looks with the roof done as well. And I want to start out with, of course, a little bit more of the walls in here. Probably first like this, of course, and later on like the other way around. With a little bit of a mix of the stone and the stone bricks, and see how that looks, and maybe add some more variants in there as well, I guess. And of course on this side I want to probably, like I said before, maybe make a second level. I'm not sure though, because, well, I don't know where to place the stairs otherwise. Maybe from this angle, but I think that will mess up the fireplace, and over here it's impossible as well, so maybe we will not. And if we do, maybe just maybe like a terrace or something or anything like that, and you have to go on and get onto it from the outside instead, which might be a thing as well, because, well, that happens in real life as well sometimes, I guess. So that's a good thing. So for now, that was about it, and I can continue on to the walls. Alright, so for now we got a little bit more progress done. The roof is done, for example. I got some windows in here, and I tried to do it a little bit different as well. So the roof is like this all the way through until here, because over here it will be a terrace, of course, which I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do exactly, because I kind of need like a wall on this side anyway, because otherwise it will look bad. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this yet, but I think I need to add another layer on top over here. Of course, over here it will be just filled in like slabs and stuff. I think that will do. Of course, I didn't really feel like doing all of the things with the stone bricks, the walls, I mean. So I got some oak planks in here as well, where I was also thinking, like, instead of just doing just planks, I'm not entirely sure if I will do that, but I was thinking like maybe add a little bit of this in between as well. And of course I'm not sure, but it might be a thing to do. And everything is right with the world again. Almost. Jeez, I'm so sick of it. Okay, good. I think I'm gonna keep it like this then instead. I think that's better. I might change it out anyway, because I don't really enjoy it too much. This one as well, it has to be spruce, otherwise it's stupid, I believe. So let's do it like that, and we might even use like stripped spruce logs or stripped oak logs instead of all like that, at least underneath, I guess. That might be the best thing to do for now. So is it beautiful? I don't think so. But it's better than just a straight wall. I think it looks, okay, it does look a little bit better. So I think I'm gonna keep it like this for now. I might change it up later as well and fix it a little bit better than what it is right now. Of course, over here as well, I don't like this exactly. It's too simple, maybe. Well, yeah, we're gonna change that out later. I don't even know if I wrote it right, but there's gonna be shit somewhere over there, maybe something like that. And well, we're gonna fix that real soon. For now, I'm gonna sleep and I'll continue on. Alright, so but now it's been a couple of days later since I recorded the last clip. Now I decided to continue on quite a bit of time before getting a new clip in here, because, well, I felt like I was doing too small updates for every single clip. So here we are. We have done quite a bit in the last day or two, I think, maybe something like that. I had another epiphany, I guess, something in mind at least. Let's leave it at that. I decided to go over here. I wanted to make a big garden all the way until the water. Well, I decided not to do that because that's stupid. and a little bit too long, I guess. And I decided to get more of the cracked stone bricks in here as well as the andesite. And I didn't want to add mossy stone everywhere again like I did with the other one. Oh my god. Jerks. Okay, good. Well, in the meantime, inside over here, I created a little bit. I added the doors as well, of course. But I created the fireplace like this, and I do enjoy it. Like on top of the roof. We still got it as well. We have a little bit of a safety bar so you can't jump in. And that is because I think it looks a little bit better. I don't know how else to do the chimney. So yeah, I'll left it like this and I'm fine with it for now. I might change it up later, of course. But for now, I think it looks good. Especially from the inside. So that's a good thing. Now, of course, the interior has to be been done. I didn't do much with it at the time. And of course, same goes for the bedroom. And still, I do not know about this wall. It's kind of okay, but I kind of hate it as well. I don't know. So yeah, that's the thing. Now what I wanted to do was make a bee farm over here. Hey, my friend. Do you have anything good? You might. I don't know. But I've been working on this quite a bit, of course. I do not know. I doubt that I've shown the terrace yet. But it's a little bit simple. It's just flat. I will get some chairs up here, maybe some tables and stuff. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of decoration as well. I'm not entirely sure, but at least it's better than just nothingness and stuff, I guess. Just to get something on here as well. A reason to be up here at least, and that kind of things. And I felt like it's great from the outside. And that is why I did the fence around here, all the way over here. And from here, I kind of made it until this part. But I decided, to go further. Because, well, I don't know exactly thanks to the building, of course. So one of the things that I have been up to is make a bee farm. Now, of course, I need to get the bees in here just yet. I got them in my chest over here. I got 16 of them, 16 slots over there as well. I need to get some more of the shears and stuff because I don't have any yet. But further than that, it's all completed already. Now the roof, I decided to do the same as I did with this one. The reason therefore is because, well, it's kind of because it has to be together, I feel like. I guess. Now I need to do a little bit of this maybe as well over here to get some more texture in there. And well, we'll figure that out in the meantime. I haven't thought about it just yet. But that's kind of one of the beginnings that I want to do. I did get rid of all the trees over here as well. But I decided to replant and maybe a little bit too many of them anyway. But we may as well just add more around here as well. I'm not entirely sure just yet. But first, the fence over here went all the way up until here. Around this corner of the waterfront. Because, well, I felt like I want to connect it all the way until here. But I think I want to just get rid of some trees on the side over here. So maybe get a path leading all the way down here. And well, maybe make a little small dock. Or maybe another fishing hut or something like the one all the way over there. And well, we'll think about that later. For now, the first thing, of course, is just continue on with the build again. And I think I've done a great job so far. Like you can see over here as well, I had a little bit of the mossy kinds in this part of the build. And of course it has to spread out just a little bit. As well as on this side, I believe. We got a little bit in here as well. But I didn't really feel like doing it all the way until the whole build. Like I did with the other one. As you can see over there. Probably you cannot see it too well, but we got some mossy stone all over the build. And I decided not to do that again. So just a little bit of this part, because, well, this is to the garden, I guess. May have to do some over here as well, but I decided not to. And, well, I think this is a great progress we have made so far. And it's all impulsive, so don't get me wrong. That is why it looks maybe a little bit too much random, I guess. Especially with the beehive farm thingy over here. I decided to do it over here because I want to give every single build a reason. And of course, with 2 villagers over here, we will have a bee farm with villagers who are living inside over here. I made sure that the doors are powered. No, they are all open when they're closed. Like Pro Lesson Moon always does. And the reason therefore is because I don't want any of my villagers to die when they are over here. Not sure entirely how we're going to do this, but I'll figure something out. And of course, for now, I don't even know if they can open the door, by the way, because it's so-called open to them. But they might, I don't know stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the first progress we have made today. And maybe it's a little bit too close to the house since it is a little bit like this. I don't know for sure. It might just be, but I'm fine with it for now. And for now on, I want to continue on with the fences just a little bit further, of course, and get rid of a little bit more trees over here then. But it's not going to be much bigger. Maybe over here, I want to keep it somewhat open to make a path over here leading to the waterfront. And from there on out, we'll continue on with whatever that comes to mind at that time. So yeah, I mean, let's be impulsive the whole day long, or this whole recording long, I guess. I'm gonna continue that because I think that will be so much better. And until now, I think I'm doing well with the impulsive part. Sometimes it gives a little bit of a thing that I don't really know exactly what to do, but I do like it though. Alright, so we are back, and it's been a little bit of time over again. I think about a day or two again, of course. Like, one of the things that I did change is I got a little bit more of the stripped oak logs in here. I think it looks a little bit better with that around. It's not too simple anymore. At least not too plain, I guess. Not the same all over. Now, I was thinking about the fact that, like, I might need to just place a painting over here. And maybe even on the other side as well. It really depends on the kitchen what it's gonna look like, but I think that will make it look a lot better anyway. And that's what I'm gonna have in mind. And I have been quite busy since well, the last recording, I guess. You can see something already on top. I'll go there real soon. But for now, I want to show you guys a little bit of the path I've been working on. Like, I want to do it like this, otherwise I gotta go all the way back again. But I've been working on it just a little bit, just now and then. And I'm just laying out the path as we speak, all the way to the bridge. So I got rid of a little bit of a mountain part or a hill part. It really depends on how you like to call it, I guess. But a little bit of the hill has been dug up. And of course I will make it look a lot better again. But I want to finish the path before I do that, I guess. Same goes for, I need to get rid of some trees, as you see. They're all in the way. I want to make at least 3 rows. So like this is the middle row. That's the one I've laid already. I was digging around on this side to fill it in with the more mud, and on this other side I will do the same. And from there on out we will just grow it a little bit, I guess, or at least spread it out a little bit further. And that is of course just the same way as we have done right over here, which I haven't shown you yet. We got a little bit of the same path again over here, which I do like. So we got pillars over here. That's just because I want to make somewhat like an engine thingy maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if it's gonna work out with this part, but I will try and think of something at least, or maybe we don't, and that's fine too. But it's somewhat more closed in again as well, like we did on the other side, just like that. On both sides again, just randomized and all out of the top of my head. So, well, I don't use schematics at the moment, so that's good, of course. And of course we will lead all the way to the waterfront, and from here on out I'm not entirely sure what to do. So what it looks like from above is like this, and yeah, I do like it, I really do. But I'm not sure where to lead it to, or what to lead it onto, or something like that. I was thinking of maybe making something like a deck over here, where we can get a somewhat like a boathouse, where you got like boats stacked as well up here. And maybe those kind of things might be doing the trick. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but something like that maybe. But that's just the first concept I had in mind. So we'll figure that out later. Of course, I did connect a little bit of the bee farm all the way to the back, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep it like this. I do like the building, I just don't like the way or the location I placed it at. I was like, maybe I need to place it like that instead, and I'm not sure if I want to do that though. It's a lot of work again, just dig it up and place it back, but I might just make a schematic out of this one, and so I can just copy it again, because, well, of course, by building it again, but you know what I mean. It'll be a little bit easier than just having to do it all over again, because it's going to be the same thing anyway. So yeah, I don't want to get batty with that too much. But I might do that. I'm not entirely sure. I might leave it as it is and be done with it. And I think I want to lead the... What is this called again? I was leading it out to the back until here. The reason therefore, well, that's fine though. I can keep it like that. Is because there will be a wall over here. So this will be so-called like, I don't know, an extra area, I guess. Instead of just leading it like until here and be done with it. I think this might just do the trick. I don't know. I like it a little bit better. Now we also need a way to get in here though. So we may as well just place a door over here or around here, or maybe just over there and just open it up a little bit further, or maybe make an entrance on that side. I don't know. Those are all just work in progress, I guess. And well, we got a lot to do yet. All right. So of course, if we go upstairs, I mean, a little something. Of course, I didn't build those myself, or at least I did, but I didn't design them myself, I'd say. I found those on the internet and I was like, you know what, I like those. So I created them because, well, that's what they did. Those were just from pictures as far as I recall, because I took them from pictures. So yeah, I don't know who made them, so I'm sorry about that. But I do like it. This picnic table thingy. I like the way they worked with the armor stands around like that to make it at least look connected and through the table, so to speak. Like you get a lot in real life as well, of course. So that's kind of a thing that I really enjoy. Not the way I'm used to doing it, but I like it though. And ashless campfires, that works as well. So yeah, that's good. Now, of course, over here we got a barbecue. Just a simple, well, simple. Oh, maybe, I don't know. It's a good, great design. I really love it. So yeah, I'm happy about it. Now, of course, this is just something to fill up the roof with. But I think it's doing a great job. So yeah, I'm happy about this part. So for now, I really need to continue on with a little bit more of the path. I want this path to be done as well, of course, before we end this episode. As well as I want to make the beehive to work. So we got a lot to do. And further than that, the inside, I am not sure about yet. We'll figure that out later. But for now, I'm gonna continue on to the path. Alright, so for now, I really think we are done with the build for so far as we have gotten. Now, of course, you can see already behind me, we got a little bit of a path going over here right now. And I really enjoy that quite a bit because, well, it's a little bit better than having nothing at all. Now, I didn't want to close it all up too much, so I decided to continue on with a little bit more like rocks and stuff instead of just all the way through with those, because it doesn't really look that well inside of the forest, I believe. So I decided not to do that, of course. So we added a little bit more stone. I think it might just be a little bit too much, but I still kind of like it, so it's on me to keep it like this. Now you may have noticed already we got a little bit of a path over here leading this way, because, well, I want to continue on with this location as well as I still need to continue on this side, of course. But I'm gonna wait for that one until the update, so we can use the other crafters and make some more farms. Now, one of the things, of course, is this whole pathway is lit up quite nicely just around here anyway. On the outside, like over here and all that kind of stuff, and all around, it's still dark, and I don't care too much about that. I mean, I'll just deal with it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe someday it will all be a little bit better, but we got this path quite nicely done. Now, is it beautiful? I think so, but it has to get a little bit more detail in it later. But for now, I'm fine with what it looks like. And of course, like you see, we got a coach, I guess it's called. I think so. So this one I've created long before this series, but I created this one on my Creative Mind series on my old channel, and I was like, you know what, I want to get this one in this game because, well, I really loved the way I built this one, and I designed it myself, so that's a good thing. Now I did decide to do one more, and not just this one. I changed the back a little bit, just because of the bee farm, of course, and I will show you guys that right now. So back over here in the garden, I'd say, we got the bee farm like this right now, because I decided to get rid of it over here. I didn't like the way that it was kind of cramped up around here, I guess. It was way too close to the other building. So even from up above, this looks so much better right now. And of course, the whole path leading all the way over there. I really love it. I went through the whole forest because I feel like that was better. So we got the whole pathway like that. And I think this whole build looks a lot better right now. So of course you might notice we still don't have the bees in here, and I decided not to put them in there yet. And I didn't connect anything from the rail, so it's just like this right now. And the reason therefore is of course because I want to wait until the update comes out on this server. So we got 1.21 of course with the other crafters, and I want to make it right away with the crafters. And of course this one will not be used all the time since it's kind of out away from the starter base. And I decided to do that exactly like that because, well, why not? I mean, I need to get everything a little bit of a meaning, I guess. So this build is with the villagers or so. We got a little bit of terrace, of course, where you can chill and hang out with one another, eat some steak and stuff, or a baked potato, I guess, and all that kind of things. And of course, just relax and get that done. Now, of course, over here, like I said, the coach, this one, we got a little bit of a storage, I guess. Of course, I might be filling those. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to lead anything up like there into those things. I don't even know if that's possible anyway. But still, I'm not going to do that, of course. I'm going to fill them maybe manually, but I might just leave it like the looks, of course, because it's more like the looks anyway. So I still need to find out somewhere to relocate or place, I guess, all of my products, I guess it will produce. But I was thinking maybe, I don't know, if we got enough room inside over here, which I doubt thanks to the trapdoors, of course, because if anything triggers, well, the trapdoors will as well. So I might, if I get lucky, do it inside over here anyway. But maybe we do not do that, and we'll be fine with that anyway. Now you might know this is a little bit plain, and I will change this all out later. I'm not sure about what to do just yet, so I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I need to get my junk out of here as well, because it doesn't look well over there. I need to figure something out over here. Maybe we'll just leave this as well a little bit more around here, or get something else like dirt and stuff, more coarse dirt and that kind of stuff, all just over here. I'm not sure, but we'll figure something out. Just like all of those might just as well go on along this side thanks to the leaves and stuff, but I don't know just yet. So, of course, one of the other things as well is we didn't build anything inside over here yet. And I want to do this maybe before the start of the next episode, or maybe a little bit afterwards, or later on anyway, because, well, I really do not know what to do with the inside at this time. And, well, my time has run out for this episode because it's a little bit long and it's a lot of talking and a lot of building off camera, which does make sense for you, maybe. I might do some more time lapses later on the next episode and stuff to at least kind of show you a little bit of progress. Even though it's impulsive, you might just see me building and tearing things down and building it up again, and I just have to make it a little bit faster, I guess. Alright, so that's gonna be it for today's episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye! So of course, every single episode has been a little bit different than the first one and the one after that and the one after that. Every single episode has had its own twist. Now today we're gonna change it up again. And I got a good reason therefore. The good reason therefore is because I felt like every single build had to be something useful. But of course, like you might imagine, that's something that's not really possible, is it? Since this is a forever world, it's gonna take forever to create. Now, one of those things that I really decided to do after a while, of course, so that's why this episode took a little bit more time to complete. Well, I decided I'm not gonna do every single build with any use. I mean, I just need to make a beautiful world that I like. So I will do that instead. So of course, that's the first thing that I want to do today. I want to start out by building up the area over here. That's why I dug it down before the episode, because I felt like that's gonna be a little bit more useful for once. So yeah, I mean, we got this whole location dug up. Me and Dev Dealer did it together because, well, we were hanging out anyway, and I wanted to start on it, and he decided to join. So that was very useful. We were done within 30 minutes. So the plans that I got over here are very simple. A wheat farm, or well, a wheat area anyway. It's gonna be like just a lot of wheat seen over here. I want to add some more details later as well. There will be detailing inside of the water for once, like rocks and stuff, and that kind of thing. It's gonna be a windmill over here that I did not design, just so you know, but I will give the credits later once I build it up. But I thought of something over here, and I think it's gonna be looking so much more alive after that, because, well, I wanted to add a lot of farms over here, of course, first, but I decided not to do that, and instead I'm going to make a mega project, which I'm working on right now, which is gonna be, of course, a factory. And that factory is gonna contain most of the farms, not all of them, because there's some that I really need to build beforehand, which are like a creeper farm and maybe a sugarcane farm, but I can probably as well make a sugarcane farm inside of the factory as well. Just a creeper farm is gonna be up in the air somewhere, as well as for a spider farm, because those are kind of efficient, I guess. So I want to build those two. And I'm gonna do that someplace else, not in this surrounding area, because I don't want anything messing up the skylight or anything else around here. Like, it's gonna be a mess otherwise. So I decided to do that, and I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to build those yet, but it's gonna be someplace else and over here, so that's good. So for now, the one thing I haven't done yet is I need to collect all of the resources for the project we got going on today. Now, I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so in the meantime, I gathered just about all of the resources that I'm gonna need for the build today. Now, in the meantime, I have been quite busy in getting something else done as well. So of course, in the meantime, I have built up a creeper farm, and I am still working on it, but I'm also making a sugarcane farm over there, just so we can get unlimited rockets, and I think it's gonna be amazing. First things first, of course. That's gonna be the first time that we're gonna use some crafters. I've not ever used them before, so I'm gonna have to work out how that works exactly. I placed the thing over here for the gunpowder anyway. It leads right over here for the auto crafter and stuff. It's gonna be built somewhat over here, and of course over here we got a sugarcane farm coming along quite nicely. Of course, over there, I still got to work on the railing and stuff. So I have to do that just yet for the sorting, of course. And after I got that done, I will lead the sugarcane all the way over here, somewhere into another pipe, of course. And we'll make some paper out of it, of course, which will be useful. And of course, with the paper and the gunpowder, we can get some more rockets. And of course, I will lead them somewhere into a chest or a shulker or whatever we're gonna work with. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but that's something I have been working on in the meantime as well, which is kind of why this episode is taking me a little bit too long to create. Now, of course, later on, I will not do too many projects like this anymore. But of course, with this all done, right now, we have something else to do, and that is of course the project for today. So let's get started on that one. Alright, so there you have it for the time lapse, and of course, like you might notice, we are walking on a bridge you haven't seen before. Now, I did decide to do the bridge a little bit different, and the reason therefore is because I didn't like it to be straight and stuff. I just didn't like it. So I decided to make somewhat like a curve into it and into this part as well. Just to get to 2 new locations, and of course we got all of this done, and I will talk about that soon. But if you look at the bridge right now, I think it looks a lot better. Because, well, first of all, I was gonna do this one with a curve. This one was gonna be straight, and I decided, well, that's not, because it will not look as great. So I decided to give it a small kind of curve over here, and I think it worked out quite nicely. And I do like the bridge. It's something I haven't done before, but I think that's kind of everything that I do in this series. I'm trying out new things every single episode to make them at least look a little bit different each time anyway. So of course, if you walk over here, just take it easy and take it all in. Well, we got this whole area. We got some scarecrows in between as well over here, which I really do love. I mean, it's simple, maybe, I get that, but still, I do like it. It's something, well, I didn't think about yet, and later on I was like, you know what, I need to add something with a little bit life to it. So I did. Now, of course, I also added the hay bales after the time lapse as well. I did want to record in between. It didn't really work out, I felt like, so I decided to just cut all of that and get straight to the point. So of course, over here we got the windmill, which I didn't design myself. The design is from Nick, or at least that's the way I think I'm supposed to pronounce his name, because it's N11CK, so I guess it's Nick. I got a link down in the description to his video about building up this windmill. I really do love it. I used it in my Creative Mind series on my old channel as well, George Powers Archive, it's called now. And well, I decided to just use it again because I really enjoyed it back then. So here we are. Now, of course, like you might notice, of course, we get a little bit of a guy over here standing over there. It is supposed to be a farmer, but those heads don't look too well after, well, slaying them, I guess. So yeah, we got him like that. I did try and design his gear a little bit better. We got yellow boots, we got a black pants, and of course just a brown leather torso, chest plate. And I think we did well on that part. He's just watching over his crops and stuff, and I felt like there was something nice to add as well, just for the ambiance, just give it a little bit more life to it as well. So he's just standing over here, just watching out all over this area. So of course, if we walk over here, we got all of this area as well. Just, it's all kind of the same, right? I mean, it's just a lot of wheat mostly, and some scarecrows in between. I added some boulders underneath the water as well, which I do think looks kind of great. I really like it. It's the first time I tried to get some more detail in here as well. I decided to as well just get some of the crops a little bit more onto the path, like it's somewhat overgrown. Not too much, but just some bits and bobs, of course, because I feel like that will work out quite a bit better. And of course, a lot of hay bales, because they've been collecting them. And later on, I do want to add some more workers probably over here. Maybe with his hats, maybe just normal hats. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe just some hats. It doesn't really matter which hat, I guess. Just like probably like an armor stand, bending forward like that, and just working with a hoe on the plot, I guess. Maybe take out some of the weeds so they are replanting them with some seeds in their hands and a hoe in their hands, I guess, something like that. Or one with a hay bale in his hands, or maybe 2, even just walking towards this thing, where we might just take out some of them, just so he still has to fill them in, I guess. That might be a thing to do as well. I just want to give some more life to this whole area, of course. Alright, so before we get over there in the boat, I want to tell you guys, I'm still somewhat sick. Well, at least dealing with the cold and stuff. Everything's clogged up and stuff. So it might be that my voice fades a little bit out, I guess. I don't know. it's all just kind of a mess. That's why this episode's even taking a lot longer than I intended. I'm very sorry about that, but well, it wasn't. I wasn't able to do anything, so I'm very sorry about that part. So right now we are in our shader pack, of course, because, well, that's kind of the thing I like about the shaders is it all looks quite a bit better, especially the water and stuff, of course. So what I do like about those boulders over here is they add so much more towards the water. And of course, if you can't see that too well, I'm not sure, we got all of this. I'll turn on gamma, which is useless. Okay, cool. But I added some more stone and stuff to the water as well, even more boulders, and of course we got the things. I forget the name of those things. I am not used to using them anyway, but I do like the fact that I add all of those boulders. Everything is spawn proof by now, which is great because first we had a lot of creepers and stuff coming out of the windmill and stuff around here. So I'm kind of sad. I wanted to get a bed open. I haven't gotten one of those bottles yet, so I mean, come on. But still, it's fine. So we got all of this, of course, a lot of the boulders as well sticking out a little bit or just being underneath the water. I decided to do that because, well, I think it looks amazing. Let's leave it at that. I don't know how else to say it. I just really love it. And of course, this whole area looks amazing, except for this part, of course, but I'll get rid of this as soon as possible. I just need to build something to get the villages in. Now this whole area over here, I made sure that we can still use the boat, even going underneath those parts, of course. So since I'm finally alone on the server again, it took a little bit of time. I can finally see what it looks like at night, just with the shaders on as well. And to be honest, I really love it. I really do. So with this whole area done, of course, it's just kind of simple, I get that. But it's just a lot of detailing, mostly. I really wanted to add some more feeling to this world. I didn't like the fact that I wanted everything to be just perfect and have a meaning and whatnot. I mean, this whole area has no meaning except for if I really need hay bales, I guess. But further than that, well, this is just for the show, and well, I don't know. I'm not gonna make a farm out of it, like a automated one or anything. I was thinking about doing that for a part of this location, but I decided not to. Even though I could make it underground, of course, since it's all opened up and stuff. But speaking of farms, we of course have been working on one all the way over here, where we got a creeper farm, of course, working finally, and of course we got a sugarcane farm over here as well, and I am so happy about this. I did have to turn off my sounds because the minecarts are very, very loud, so I decided to just shut off my whole audio for a hot second because, well, yeah, it's a little bit too much. And you can see them all coming over here one by one, of course. I can show it like this, of course, as well, where, well, we got plenty of them this time. Last time I just made some go back and forth the whole time, but yeah, that didn't really work out, so I decided to make the change in this season. Now, of course, I again say season, but I mean in this series, of course. And right now we got an autocrafter. I'm not entirely sure if it does work. It sure does. This one wasn't full just now, so that's good. We got a jerk over there, that's great. But everything is getting filled up quite too much, I guess. I do fancy making those into something entirely different. And with that I mean, I want to make them all flight free instead of one. But I will do that later. I will fix it later anyway. I got plenty of sugar boxes to fill them in with. But we got quite a lot of rockets. And I also told some server mates as well to just pick whatever they need whenever they need anything. So yeah, that's on them if they want to, and they can, because I don't really care too much. I mean, we got plenty of them anyway. All I gotta do is just stand over here all the way on top and be done with it. So yeah, we did great on this one. So of course, with this all done, it's about time to end this episode, of course, because, well, it took way too long. Now, of course, I'm gonna try and get back into it exactly after getting sick and stuff. I still have to build and create and stuff a lot. So, well, it's not gonna be like every single week or so. But I'm gonna try at least my hardest best to get so much done. I do so much more done. And there's one more thing I really wanted to tell you guys, and that is I decided to get rid of this area. I really don't like it. I even had to shut it off because, well, those jerks kept getting zombified, I guess. At least down below over here. And I got rid of some of them because they were a mess. But yeah, I'm gonna place those jerks, I guess, or clerks anyway. Well, where are they? Librarians, whatever. I gotta put those jerks somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure where just yet, but to be fair, I really do not like this whole area at all. I did like it for a little bit, but it really doesn't fit in here. At least not over here. Maybe someplace else, but I'm not gonna build the exact same thing. This was designed on this simple small plot we had over here. But I want to build something else over here. I'm not entirely sure just yet about what I'm gonna build, but it's gonna be something else than this, of course. And yeah, we're gonna dig this all down and tear it all up, I guess. So that's the thing we really need to do. And of course, with this all done over here, and the starter base like that and stuff, we got a whole pathway all the way over there, of course. Well, it doesn't really fit at all, now does it? So yeah, that's one of the coming changes in the future, and I'm kind of lucky about the fact that I can say I can do whatever I want, right? I mean, I can. And I don't like what I've done over here. I did have some things I wanted to do or add to this place, but it doesn't make sense at all. I'm gonna probably create a whole different town or village or something where maybe we will get some of those kind of stands in there again, especially those ones when I'm standing on right now. I really enjoy them, but yeah, it doesn't fit over here, so we're gonna fix that in the near future. It doesn't mean it's gonna be in the next episode, but it means it's gonna be done in the future, and all of this will be gone. And we will continue on with something else over here. So of course I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, even though it's kind of a messy episode thanks to a little bit of sickness and stuff. But I hope you guys still do enjoy. Give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Right, so I just went to the creeper farm, got my thing done, got some more gunpowder, which is amazing because we need a lot more rockets, of course. So let me just fix it and put them in the chest with the hostile mobs. Okay, that one is totally full. That's kind of useless. Well, we still got some cobblestone or deep slate cobblestone. I do not have any room left. Alright, editing Joshy here. Of course, I kind of forgot about the fact that I got my stream overlay on back then. So for the next time, I did fix it. I get two files, one with overlay, one without it. So for next time, it's not gonna be a problem anymore. Sorry about that one. Let's go into the video. Alright, so we know what has to be done today, and that is we gotta upgrade our storage room over here. And I did find out a way to do it, and I do like it myself, which means we're gonna just upgrade this one. And we're gonna expand it to the outside, of course. And we're gonna do that this way, which will mean then, of course, the market area has to be gone, because, well, otherwise it's gonna be inside of it for a bit. And we're not gonna do that, of course, because, well, that's gonna be even worse. But already this is worse, of course. I mean, like I said in the last episode, I do not like what I've got over here. It doesn't fit the vibe at all, and we're gonna get rid of it today. So before we start on removing our market area, I also got something else done, of course. And I have done that off camera, but I did do it with a lot of the, what is it called, TNT. I even got a lot left, which I'm gonna use for even more. And where did I leave it? Over here. Alright, so of course we got our netherite and we got some of the templates as well. Now, of course, I did that all off camera, like I just said, but maybe we'll do some of that again on stream later on. I'm not entirely sure, of course, we will figure it out. But I do like it. We got a lot. I made a lot more templates as well, by the way, because, well, where are they again? Over here on the top right corner, we got 5 more left of them. And yeah, I mean, we got that done. I made a lot of them thanks to the mining for 24 hours. I had a lot of diamonds, which made sure that I could get some more of them. So I also gave one to Dev Dealer and Sir Repooc, because why not? I was hanging out with them and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be generous for once, because, well, of course, whenever I need help from them, I'll get it as well. Not that it needed my help or anything, but I mean, I just wanted to be generous a little bit. Like over here, I also got a diamond block just on display, because why not? I mean, I also got, like, still here, you can see I got 2 beacons, I got 2.5 stacks left of my diamonds. So I think I'm doing well, right? So come on. So for now, of course, what I really want to get upgraded, I'm not entirely sure about my chest plate, but I do believe we got enough of them. So why not, right? So what I want to do is, first of all, of course, the gear that I will be using. Yeah, it might be useful to get this in my hand. And let's get started on getting some better gear. So of course we got one left, so why not just go for the serious dedication. There we go, full netherite gear, and this is so amazing. It's been so long since I had a lot of my netherite gear, and I mean, that was in my solo survival series, and that's been about 6-7 months ago. So yeah, it feels great to be back into our netherite gear. So of course, like you could imagine, I also want to get the last template. Since we are full nether gear now, I want it to be beautiful. So of course we're gonna get over there and we're gonna try and get a template. So I got some TNT, I got some blocks of redstone and some slime blocks. I've seen people doing it, and I think that's the easiest way to get it done. And we're just gonna go in full blasting in. I don't really care about it, I just want to get it done. And we're gonna try and get one as fast as we can. Alright, so we are at the first Guardian Temple, or whatever it's called, I still don't know. But I'm gonna just dive down in the water, I guess, because land is a little bit too far away. So what I'm gonna do is just drop down over here, set spawn, just in case I die, of course. And, well, I can sleep, so why not? So what I want to do right now is, I will take everything with me, it doesn't really matter to me anyway. I'm gonna put on my other gear. So for now, I'm just swimming over there, of course, and I'm gonna try and get templates right away. Now, of course, I'm not entirely sure. I know there's one in the top, and I think one in each of the layers. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure it out. Okay, as long as he's not kidding me. Come on. Give me... Ah, dang it. I was like, give it to me. Okay, let's try it out. Does this work? There we go. Awesome. Let's go in here. Ah, there he is. Is he gonna hurt me? Oh, yeah, he is. Kill him. Fast. There we go. Jeez. Okay. There we go. Jeez. Okay, well, did we get one? No. There we go. Awesome. Oh yeah, there he is. Come on, get me one. Did I finally get it? No. Alright, that went well. So, I just exploded, even with netherite gear. I didn't even know that was possible with one creeper, but sure. Alright. Alright, so we are on to the next one, and let's see how this will go. There we go. Do we get it? No. And there we go. And put this one on, because I still don't want to die. Lol. Murder! Come on, let's get it for once. Come on. Did we get it? No. Maybe over here? Oh, there we go. I'm almost dying in here. Come on. Did we get it? Yes, there we go. The tight armor template, finally. Now let's get out of here. Let's get my wings back on. Just before I die. Now, of course, I still need to make a new one because, well, otherwise it's going to be stupid. So at least if anyone needs it, or if I want it again or something like that, we still got one. So that's good. So we can finally get the next one done. So get off our boots. And what is it? This one, right? Then that one. And the collar, of course. And there we go. Right? You almost don't see it, but it's fine. Alright, that looks a lot better. We are all complete now. We finally got all of the templates. Just because I got the netherite gear, I want to get it all completed now. Alright, so for now, of course, I really want to get this whole area dug up and, well, get it back to normal shape, I guess. Well, at least just fix it up a little bit, because otherwise it's gonna be a mess anyway. But I think it's gonna be a lot better with this whole area done and gone, of course. So let me just show you one more time this whole area. It's small, it's not that big, and I think it's fine. We even got a bridge that I kind of forgot about. We're gonna leave it for now and maybe fix this one up later as well, because I'm not entirely sure about it when I look at it. But of course, that's gonna be for another time. Right now, I really want to get this all dug up and extend our storage room, because, well, it is so small right now. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so everything is finally done now over here. Now, it looks so empty again, and of course we will fix that with something else, that's true. All I gotta do yet is get rid of this as well, by the way, but I might just leave them over here. I'm not entirely sure, it really depends on what I can come up with. I don't think they're gonna do well over here as well. But yeah, this is a mess and I still need to fix it. I haven't done that at all. I haven't even thought about it anymore, but sure. Of course, this is a lot of the stuff that we have collected from whatever we got rid of, so that's good. And of course, over here, the water is a little bit different now. Thanks to that, it's a little bit smaller, but otherwise we will not be able to walk past it. Because this building over here, it's gonna be the same kind of shape, of course. And we will lead out a little bit further this way. And then as well, we will lead out a little bit further this way, so we'll get a little bit more room. Not just extended like that, but also just like that over here a little bit. So we gotta get rid of this anyway, even though I was like, I like to keep it for a hot second, but that's not gonna be able to. So by now I gathered all the resources, and it is quite a bit, of course. Like you might notice, a lot has just one, and all those ones, of course, are the ones blocks that are gonna be next to the chests to make it a little easier for us to see whatever is in there. And of course, it's somewhat kind of organized, but not entirely. And I might do that later once I get settled in and stuff. But we'll figure it out after the time lapse. So without further ado, let's just continue on with the next one. Let's go. And that was the time lapse for the outside. Of course, I'm not gonna do a time lapse on the inside, but I still kind of wanted to show you a little bit. Just walk around for a hot second and tell you why I did what I did. And I think you noticed already, of course. Like I just extended the other one that was over here. Just made it a little bit longer. I added this on the same side again where it was before, I think. And of course I added the same kind of thing on this side, of course, just to connect it all together, because that's the way it was supposed to be like. So it's gonna be like this again. Now of course over here we have an extra beam, so it's two next to one another, and I do not care about it. I think it's just fine. Now of course the inside is a little bit different and not done just yet. Alright, so this is my shulker monster for now, of course, with every single thing that has to be in here. On the inside, of course. So I decided to make this one a little bit wider and a little bit bigger. So it's also higher and wider. And of course, this time it is more closed off like that instead. And I need to fix something about the lighting over there, I guess. But I think that will work out as soon as we're done over here. And of course, well, this is, again, just a little bit bigger. Of course, there's no way to get there, and that's totally fine. It's just to get some more lighting in here, as well as on this side. This time, it isn't fake windows. Like last time, I had some black concrete powder in front of it, so you couldn't see through, because there was another layer of stone again to get a good shape inside of that area. But this time, of course, there isn't, and I'm totally fine with it. So you might think like, what are you exactly going to do? And I gotta tell you, I am going to add some more frog lights, of course, on the backside, because those will not be seen, or mostly not be seen. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure how high I'm gonna get them, but at least as high as all of the chests are going to be. And I'm gonna add some extra chests over here just for random stuff, or whenever anything is way too full, even with shulker boxes and stuff, we might just label them a little bit and stuff. I'm not entirely sure just yet. We'll figure that out later. And of course, one more thing, again, we're gonna get a kind of cellar-ish, of course, in here. It's not gonna look like a cellar, but it's gonna be a new smelting area. Instead of the one with the 6 cauldrons that we got right now, we will have, I think, 20 or so. I'm not entirely sure, I kind of forget, but it's gonna be a little bit bigger. And as well as for an auto smelter, it's gonna be a small one, just 6 of them or so, I think. I kind of forget already, but still, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be a little bit more useful as well. And the only thing I have to figure out just yet is where I'm gonna leave all the things like grindstone, or well, yeah, I guess I'm gonna not need a grindstone, but like an anvil and that kind of stuff. So that was it for the inside for now. And of course, I'm gonna continue that one, and that's gonna be off camera. So I'll be back once again once I got this whole area done. Alright, so I'm done with the build for today. Of course, one of the things that's amazing is we got all the colors over here, but one of the things that I did change after a while was I added an extra row of the chests, and I did the same over there. Over here, of course, I did some extra ones for the deep slate and the tough, and an extra one for the cobble, and one extra for the stone. And of course, this one is for like the stairs and slabs and stuff, for as well stone as cobblestone, of course, because, well, why not? I was like, do that together. Of course, the andesite will just be andesite, or rather it's a wall or a slab or a stair or whatever, or a normal block. And of course that goes for just about everything. Like everything for this one is to be in here, and all the ores will be in here. We got some spots left also on top, of course, since we added an even more, because I changed the roof a little bit on both sides just to fit a little bit more chests in here, just in case. Of course, this one we got like coarse dirt, we got rooted dirt, we got the podzol, we got clay, dirt, and grass. Now the only one I didn't have is the podzol, but yeah, I never, wait, this is the podzol, the mycelium or something like that. I am not sure about the name, but I didn't add that one because, well, I'm never using that one ever. I don't like it. Over here, I will just show you, because why not? I had this planned like a shulker. It's just with shulker shells or shulker boxes, of course. This is just whatever. This is mostly the non-stackables, and of course this over here just redstone, the rails and stuff for the redstone, the books like enchanted books and stuff, pots and probably plants, not sure. This one will be for heads, and the other ones are not used yet. And over here we get flowers, we get potions, we get fire rockets, we get food, we get I don't know if I'm gonna do both of them like this, but I guess I will because we didn't have much room anyway. But those will be for all the hostile mobs anyway. This one will be for trims, this one for tools. And we got some extra ones over there as well. Like you see over here, of course, everything is a little bit different over here. Because, oh right, I forgot to leave, that's fine. I'll fix that later. But still, I mean, every single one of those has a little bit more now. So that works out a little bit better. Now, of course, that isn't all we got done, although we got a shulker monster over here. And now I still don't get how people work with this, because I have been looking for stuff over and over and over and over again. And it's making me insane. Like, I can't handle that, so I'm gonna have to fix this real soon, but I'm gonna do that off camera after the episode, because I'm not gonna be able to do that today. It's a little bit too much work in one go, first of all, so I'm gonna figure it out, but I'm not gonna do it now. And of course I still love the way that it's so much bigger now. It's so freaking amazing. And of course, if we go downstairs over here, I made a new area. I like the stairs though, like that. I made a new area over here for the lava sources, of course, as well as for the smelters, so we got them like that. And I had to add some signs because I keep forgetting that this one is for fuel and this one is for resources. So yeah, you know, I was like, let's just add it like this. It gives a little bit more detail as well as for the fact that I know now where to place stuff. And once I get an iron farm working, finally someday, then I will be able to collect even more of the lava sources, of course, which will be amazing. And of course, I use those, of course, because I really like them. And I added a little bit of lava underneath because I was like, that's gonna be able to fit in this room. And of course, just like that, I try and add more detail to everything. Alright, so that's gonna be it for today's episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. Give a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!